And we're back. Another week of Cap, episode 16. And I go by Sound, as usual. And we have a special guest today this week. Introduce yourself for the people.
Yo, I'm Coogi, and I'm actually really excited to be here. It's my first time in the studio. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, bro.
It came out beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm with, like, special guests, honestly. Bro.
Coogi, man. For those who don't know, if you're listening, watching, regardless, we're from Providence, Rhode Island, smallest state in the country, and he's one of the curators of the city, one of the most important people when it comes to the culture.
Thank you.
Doing events, doing connections with artists, and one of the who's who and knows where to wear or whatever. You know what I'm saying? One of the plugs of the city, and especially of the state. So we appreciate him being here today. Definitely hoping to have him back in the future as a repeating guest.
Of course.
But in the corner, we have the usual Cap crew,
Wish I could see
Marloon and Erlin. I wish you guys could see them, but
camera acting up.
Technical difficulties.
Y'all can't see the Chub Corner today. I'm keeping it as a Chub Corner when Earl's back here.
The Chub
Corner. I wish
just
I
know
could see.
they look fresh though. They
look
got
very
the hoodies
nice.
on.
Listen,
very nice.
Y'all could have seen the resemblance between us. He just has a beard and I don't.
That's my twin, man.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Chub
the
Corner.
Producers for the podcast, they got their lineups done.
That got to be merch. The Chub Corner merch. That got to be something.
Yo, listen.
That got to be signed.
We might get copyrighted by Pornhub or something. I feel like they already got something called Chub Corner
I
out.
would have doubted.
So we might run into some issues with them. But other than that, yeah, man. Typical though. Every week there's something new. We're gonna get this up and going perfectly one of these days. But
Damn, I was feeling cute today too.
Better than nothing. But yeah, shout out to everyone out there, especially in Providence, Rhode Island. Just a quick shout out to Ashlee Reyes. We're doing the Project Bundle Up in New England, where it's basically a blanket drive collecting unused or new blankets, hoodies, and it's going to go all towards the homeless shelters. I think there's a couple in Rhode Island, I think also Massachusetts. So it's going for a good benefit, a good effort. So go make sure to check her out, ashleereyes.com/news. And also on Instagram, you can follow me, It's a Vibe, or Ashlee Reyes, and we're going to post everything on there. You guys can see the drop-off locations. There's a couple throughout the state. I believe 4 locations in total, including our actual studio. There's a box outside the studio door. So if you guys are, willing to drop it off, it's for 30 days running until next month. But yeah, doing some good things for the city, man. We got to keep it going. It's been a
needed
crazy time right now, and we need to bundle up. It's been a fucking this weekend. Was it this weekend, right? Yeah, it's been like a
Saturday.
I lost track of my days because I've been snowed in for
Saturday.
so long, bro. This has been crazy in the East Coast. There's like a blizzard going on. I don't know if there's a name for it. There usually is.
Was there a name?
Yeah, there was.
It usually is. I don't know.
Let me see.
Yeah, this time around, I know there's always something, a snow clone, a cyclone, some bullshit, the blizzard boys. There's always something, but this time around, all I do know it was serious. Because I feel like a couple months we had one, but it wasn't as serious as this time.
That's probably our first real snow like this season.
Yeah, right.
We had like a bigger snow supposed to happen a few weeks ago, but it was like maybe an inch or two.
Yeah, we was definitely due. It's been a couple years where we're due for a good one.
Facts.
This was like the one that shook us up real quick.
Yeah,
put us back in our place.
Made me remember like, oh shit, winter here is kind of real.
Yeah. Remember, you're in New England.
We're on the east side.
Yeah, global warming is real, but you guys are in New England.
Facts.
Boy, and I can't find the name, but I
name?
could have saw there was one.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
We got fucked on Saturday.
I guess
roads are still trash.
Yes.
Yo.
Bro, I was at work on Saturday, bro. I was working on Saturday in the fucking blizzard, bro.
Saturday in the blizzard.
Yeah, I told my boss, I was like, yo, midday, I'm gone, bro. Fuck this.
They closed the whole mall, so I didn't have to work.
Bro, I was
Which
there.
I was shocked.
I was fucking
The
there.
mall never closes.
Never, bro.
They're like a goddamn communist country. They just want to stay open, that goddamn mall.
Yeah.
Nah,
I get it.
they're always open, bro. Like Dave & Buster's is open on every holiday possible.
Yeah.
I used to work there, bro. They were open on Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. They give a fuck.
Low-key makes sense, though.
People got to blow some stress off.
Facts. It was just crazy. I'm like, yo, the mall is open on these days. That's crazy.
Yeah, they bugged, bro. They don't give a fuck.
That's some crazy.
They got the money for it, but hey, someone who does have the money, Rihanna.
Hey,
breaking news as of today.
Rihanna or Rocky.
Listen,
Rocky got the money.
Rocky
now.
got the bag. Rocky secured the bag.
Rocky came up.
Oh, well, now Rocky got the money.
Rocky
Yeah.
came up.
Listen, and I'm not what it called pocket watching or whatever. The man wasn't a broke boy. He's not one of those poor. He's not. Listen, he's not poor. But
Rihanna got more money than him though.
when it comes to Rihanna, estimated net worth, especially because of Fenty now, 1.3 billion, I want to say.
God damn.
And she's opening up stores now. So once the retail start going
Bro,
within a couple years, estimated
Wow.
5 billion net worth.
Victoria's Secret out of business.
Out of business because
Wow.
everyone's wearing Fenty.
Nah,
I got some Fenty underwear on right now.
They're gonna get Victoria's Secret the fuck out of here.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%.
Ever since that, what was it? The first like runway they did that was inclusive, had like women of all body types.
Yes.
They've been getting Victoria's Secret the fuck out of here since that
Yeah.
moment.
That is very true.
That was the moment where I was just like, oh shit,
The
It's
moment
very
she
welcoming.
makes Rocky an ambassador.
yeah, for like male stuff.
Creative
Yeah.
director or something for males. Because he already had the Calvin Klein plug, but it's like drop the Calvin Klein and get with the Savage Fat. Let's keep it in the family.
Nice.
Because now we have a family.
The next power couple right there.
Next power couple. Now it's true. I like that. I support Fenty, man. Aside from it, obviously, supporting black business, but Victoria's Secret is like a questionable.
Yeah.
Like the guy behind it. Do your own research in your own time, but. From my recollection, he was a part of the whole Jeffrey Epstein situation, the pedo,
yeah.
Really?
You're
the
right.
rich
Yeah.
guys. If you remember the
Oh,
documentary, the
shit.
guy behind Victoria's Secret. So, yeah, what's the real secret, Victoria? You don't know. There's some
Damn.
bullshit going on behind
Oh,
the scenes.
shit.
So Fenty, you got our support. But it's really crazy the fact that, so there was a couple months ago that this story kind of leaked on some Tom Brady shit where it's like a story leaks and then people were like, no, it's not real. So that happened with her. And I think she came out, posted something in the comments. It was like,
She was like, you got, because I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but supposedly it was like someone commented and they're like, oh, like, are you gonna invite me to like the baby shower or some shit like that? And she was like because of y'all, I've had like so many baby showers or some shit like that.
yeah, good. That's good.
Some shit like that,
yeah,
right?
Mom got it. That's what it was. Yep. I remember that being
That was only like a few months ago, right?
Yeah, fairly
Yeah.
recent. So basically alluding to like in a joking manner, like, hey, like you guys do this all the time. Let's not again with this.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, ding, 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 bingo. We were right this time.
Right.
Because every time a girl's caught wearing like overly kind of sized clothing or like not showing their belly, they're like, oh, she might be pregnant. She got to be pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened with Rihanna. And now we have it actually pregnant. And from my girl's knowledge of pregnancy, she was like, damn, it's a pretty good bump. Sounds crazy.
She's
Bump.
probably like 3-4 months.
Exactly.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
the
she
exact
was
number
like-
she
was
landed
like,
on?
She was like 4 or 5. So
I don't know if this is in the notes or not, but I saw a post today that supposedly Rocky, I don't know if he had like an interview recently or something like that, but the post supposedly said that he hinted that she was 6 months.
Oh shit.
So my girl said 4 to 6, basically. I was like, oh, probably 5. It could be. Hey, and then
I don't know if I sent it.
And it's
I don't
like,
think so.
okay, so that would give it a summer birth, right? Where we like summer, springtime birth,
Yeah.
spring baby. But then it's like, damn. Obviously, as a fan, selfishly, you want to be like, fuck, where's the music though? Are we gonna get it at all
From Rihanna or Rocky?
from Rihanna? Hey,
Rihanna.
This is
Rihanna.
women first, or how do you say, ladies first?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be okay if Anti is her last album. Is it Anti or Anti? Anti, right?
I say anti,
Anti.
but I guess it could be anti. Yeah,
Whatever
I-
Call it
that-
auntie.
Whatever that classic, beautiful masterpiece
Yes,
of an
yes,
album is
yes,
called.
Yes,
If that's her last album, I'm okay with that.
going
And
out on top.
yeah, the album's phenomenal. But I feel like she probably has an album or two within her.
Yeah.
She's mad busy outside of being she's
Yeah.
a billionaire, fancy, like
Yeah, we
I
haven't
think-
really seen like her slump per se. Like she hasn't had like a fall off
no.
because she hasn't been that consistent. She only drops like when she feels like it, and even like random singles like they drop, and you could kind of debate. Maybe those were kind of little slumps. Like the song with Party Next Door kind of came and went. I love that song though,
Mhm.
but that song came and went.
I
Remember
don't even
Rihanna?
remember it.
Believe it. That's when you believe
Oh yeah,
it.
I love that song.
I love that
I
song.
fucking love that song.
But it was like people were like hinting before it came out. It's got to be a hit. She got a hit coming,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't a hit. And it's like, but
I
it is a
love
good
that
song.
I fucking love that
so I don't know
song.
if we were gonna say if this is a fall off. There wasn't no video. There wasn't like no marketing behind it. Maybe that's why.
But you could blame Party on that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And I love Party. You feel me?
Likewise.
I love Party, but I would blame that on Party.
Damn.
Both
He
of
does
them
drop the
are.
ball sometimes.
I
Like
would.
his marketing and shit.
He
like-
didn't drop a single fucking video for that album,
Yeah. Yeah. It was a bunch of visualizers.
bro. Yeah.
I can't even think of what's the last Party Next Door album. A video that I've seen.
None. Maybe the Kylie Jenner cameo ones, like the
Oh, yeah.
old ones, but nothing recent. No.
Drake fucking up Party, man.
And Party's definitely probably if there is a new Rihanna album, a part of that album,
Definitely.
you know, shout out to Lily Rain from Rhode Island. She's been rumored and suggested to be a part of that writing camp for the Rihanna album.
Ooh, shout out to Rain. I love Rain.
So there's a lot of like good writers, good camps. You know,
I remember
obviously,
not too long. My fault to interrupt
keep
you.
going, go ahead.
I remember not too long ago. I think Rihanna said it in an interview. I definitely read it. She said she's been experimenting with the music.
Yes.
And her and Rocky were working on some
heard
shit
that.
too. So I feel like she's probably still in the studio.
Yeah.
And
I hope Rocky doesn't fuck her up, bro.
That's my thing. Is like when I heard experimenting, I'm like, testing.
Yes.
We're gonna get testing again with Rocky, but a female version. I'm like,
Hey,
damn.
man.
They might have perfected it this time.
Hey man, last time Rihanna linked up with a very dope artist, Travis, to do anti or anti.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit came out fucking phenomenal. So you know what?
That
Like
is true.
I do trust Rihanna. I trust Rocky. Even though testing was kind of a dub, I trust Rocky to lead her in the right direction musically, and she has a great team. So if she decides, she don't owe us anything, honestly. There was a point in time where Rihanna was dropping an album every fucking year.
Yeah, she was really consistent out
You know
here.
what I mean? At one point,
And her songs are strong.
we couldn't escape like Rihanna records for like 6 straight years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, now it's been like 6 years.
you feel me? And she deserves that. She deserves to kind of take her time with the music, especially because the last album was so good.
I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, I
feel
do
you.
know that. I look at it different perspectives. Obviously, now as a father, I'm like, oh, obviously kids come first. Like, fuck everything else. Like, raise that child. You could quit everything and just be like,
right.
I'm about a couple B's, sell the company. I'm gonna just raise a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the fan in me. Obviously, I want music, and also I'm looking at it from a perspective of a true artist. Like, these people, even though like they feel like, oh, like rappers do it all the time more than anything. Like, you see it more with rappers, but I feel like every artist has their moments. We currently see it with SZA on and off, Ari Lennox, where it's like, I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm done making music. But then the artist in them comes back. Like, I gotta drop something. I gotta come back. I'm still
itch is
that
always
artist,
there.
right? Not even for the money no more. It's like I'm still that artist. So Rihanna, I feel, no matter what, she definitely has been recording. Now that's that artist in her. But now it's a matter of dropping it. And I don't think marketing wise, if she just drops it, like the Part Next Door, I think she posted it. But like if she drops her album and it's her cover art and then she's a part of at least one music video, I think it's gonna go. I think it would, no matter what,
It's Rihanna.
it's Rihanna, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking like, okay, she might be pregnant, like before it was even announced today, and I was like, okay, but I feel like when she does announce it, it's gonna be with an album, right? Or coincide on some shit maybe, because it might be on a personal type of side.
Yeah.
But now it's like, damn, she is pregnant. She announced it very kind of even. I don't think she even posted it yet.
Nah.
No.
It was like a People magazine, like a paparazzi, but I think they sold it, so they probably got a bag for that because it's probably what it is. People magazine.
To be the person that
Yeah.
sells the Rihanna pregnant picture,
Has to be a
Yeah.
couple
oh my,
M's.
that's
Yeah.
a
More,
bag.
maybe like
He
at
might
least
have
10
that
M's.
person might have retired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's
I'm gonna come clean. I saw the picture and I didn't believe it.
it looked almost like fake. Like it was too perfect. Like hold up.
yeah.
Like it looks like they posed for like that
Bro.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And it's freezing cold. That baby must be going crazy.
Yo, he really had his BM in Harlem.
Yo, in the middle of Harlem.
Bro,
she was
Rocky
wearing, like,
won.
She was wearing
Rocky
like
won.
like skinny, not skinny jeans, but ripped jeans.
Tummy
Like
out and everything.
Out.
It's brick out there right now.
it's brick, but it's like you got to make a statement.
Fuck that.
Yo, imagine if she like pulled a Beyonce and kind of just showed her like bump off at like, or Cardi B, she did it too at like
Cardi
at
B
an
did.
award show.
Yeah.
I think she would have like, yo, Rihanna broke the internet by accident because she hasn't even fucking announced it.
Yeah, she hasn't posted nothing.
And
Like
Yeah.
Imagine when she confirms it.
Bro, listen, this whole Rihanna shit is crazy because
I love her.
obviously nobody really listens to the radio like that, but I have to because of my job when I do deliveries and shit. They've been playing a lot of her old shit on the radio lately.
Listen,
A lot.
her music is like timeless.
Oh yeah,
So it's like,
A lot of
but
radio
but if you
hits.
think about it, it's kind of weird though. It's like the timing,
timing
and
is
everything.
conspiracy.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like the timing is just kind of weird.
You can't be off. You can't. You could probably be on point because sometimes labels do that when like they send like the message out to radio stations or like
Yeah.
like because she's a radio artist no matter what.
No,
Obviously, we're in the
100%.
streaming era.
100%.
She's gonna stream crazy, but she's to the level of like she has a team designated just for radio.
Bro, they've been playing her first fucking song that blew up. I forgot the name of it.
on the replay.
Yes, fucking Umbrella, Diamond. They've been playing the shit out of those fucking songs.
She has joints,
She has
Yeah.
joints.
like
Crazy.
But it's
shit.
just the timing
an
is what kinda,
crazy
you know what I'm
amount.
saying?
Nah, honestly, we might be seeing like it's a new quarter in music.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time. We might be seeing some music.
I would want it, and
I
if,
would
and she
also.
does it. Obviously, I guess
Hit us with a single.
yeah, but then also it's like what a more I just want the music, but then some people will be like, oh, are we going to get a tour? Are we going to get extra? They want to be greedy with it, right? But then you do have the pregnancy, and it's like, obviously Beyonce did it, but not everyone's Beyonce, where like you work through the pregnancy that you know,
fucking
it's going to be on her.
and shit, all that crazy.
Performing while
And not
pregnant.
everyone should do that, yo.
Yeah.
Beyonce's built different, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have let like my wife, if she was entertained, perform while she was pregnant.
Right.
Like,
That's some
you know what I mean? That's
wild
insane.
dedication.
Beyonce's a different level. Not saying that Rihanna couldn't do it.
Right.
But if
That
she don't
was
have to,
like-
she shouldn't.
Beyonce's the
level.
bar.
Yeah, she's
Definitely.
different.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
different, bro.
You know, and I think, you know, Rihanna, man, I'm just excited. Whatever we get, people are going to love to some extent. But then there's pressure. If it's bad, obviously it's going to be like, you're going to hear it.
What,
People
the
are going to
music?
know. Yeah, if the music's bad, I feel like she's such of a level of artist that it's going to be midnight, 5 minutes after midnight, and you're going to have people's opinions already like, stop. No.
Right.
I feel like it'll be like the Frank Ocean thing, that no matter what it is, people are gonna be mad because they waited so long. For example, like a lot of people don't really like Blonde. I think it's a fantastic
I
piece
love
of music.
Blonde.
Yeah, and I can understand why like people didn't love it because how long it took and yada yada. But
The build up, yeah.
you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like when you had people wait for so long, no matter what happens when it drops, people are gonna be upset. Same with like the Jay Electronica album
Yeah.
too. People were like upset, and I'm like, how are you upset at a Jay-Z and Jay Electronica
it's
album?
amazing.
You know,
Right.
like
It's
what is there to
amazing.
be upset
Right.
about?
It's amazing.
Yeah,
But people just find ways to be upset. So
Yeah.
I
That's a
think
good
if
point.
Rihanna drops, people are either gonna love it or feel away because it took however many years.
Right.
but-
Right. At the end of the day, true fans are probably gonna love it.
Oh my god,
Oh, no, yeah.
For sure.
they're gonna go crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Rihanna
So-
fans go nuts.
So
The Navy.
Yeah, the Navy. I was about to say, what's their name again? But it's
The
the Navy.
Navy,
The
yeah.
Rihanna Navy.
crazy.
You got a Navy behind you. At that point, you become
ASAP Rocky
Unstoppable.
with a dub for New York.
Yeah,
New York. I'm claiming the dub. East Coast.
facts.
The whole coast, bro. Come on, we gotta win somehow. It's been looking rough out here with this blizzard. They made
That's-
that blizzard look good.
That's gonna be a beautiful baby, by the way.
Oh no, it's gonna be the flyest baby
Yeah.
in the world.
It's gonna be like
100%.
such like
100%.
Bro, the gifts is gonna get
Shining.
yeah, it's gonna be fly. He's gonna be fly. He or she is gonna be fly as fuck.
a Fenty outfit.
Yeah.
Oof.
My God.
I feel like if it's a girl, girls are
The
gonna
moment
be
the baby's
crazier.
born, baby Fenty line dropping.
Oh, right
I'm
away.
calling
If
it
she
right
doesn't
now.
have it already,
Yeah,
probably
it's
lined
happening.
up.
It's
She's gonna
happening.
see another Billy off that.
Oof.
Oh my
Easy.
god.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
100%.
Listen, God bless them. Congratulations, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, on the
Facts.
rumor now confirmed true. Parents to be. I can't wait. It's gonna be crazy. Invite us to the baby shower, please.
Please.
Or let's do it virtual via Zoom.
Right.
Let's have a public link for the world to tap into. That would be
That'd be fire.
yeah. But they probably gotta get a bag. They'll probably do it like on
Oh, yeah.
on Twitch or some
Subscription,
shit.
$5 bills.
Amazon,
Fortnite.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, or some shit. It's gonna be yeah, because she doesn't have the Amazon
You
bag.
feel me?
Rihanna.
They would start something with that. Everyone would start doing it.
Yo.
You know how that shit
Like
goes.
weddings and stuff.
Yeah.
You
Because they
wanna
do it
be
with like
part
Love and
of
Hip Hop, like shows, but like a live stream, they haven't done that yet with like something like that.
Or all like their celebrity friends just send the craziest
Yeah.
gifts.
Yeah. But hey, maybe you don't want to have it live because some shit might go down. Travis Scott right or walks in through the wrong door and then ASAP is there. He might slip on some more semen. They just might have like another semen puddle. It's good. It could be messy.
Yo, do they like still like not like each other? Rocky and Scott?
Aren't they the same person?
Nah. for a little bit. For a little bit it was really looking like that, but
If a little bit was looking like that, I don't know. There's obviously there's still rumors like it was something recent. I forgot what it was, but there was still rumors alluding to that. And obviously the old clips always go viral of them like
Yeah.
having a talk or like I think it was Travis being like, "Oh, ASAP Rocky." He's like, "I'm not ASAP Rocky, bitch.
yeah, the
I'm
TMZ
Travis Scott,
shit.
some shit." And it's like, damn, But I know that Rihanna's cool with Rocky.
Yeah.
And I mean Travis Scott. They have mutual friends.
I feel like they're straight.
They have to be. I think that'd be a really good collab.
Yeah.
Listen, after what happened to Travis, he gotta fix everything, bro.
Yeah.
You should just go on an apology tour.
Yeah.
Anyone he's ever had
100%.
beef with.
He needs
You got
everyone
no
on his
more
side.
ops. You can never. God is your op.
Only the devil is his
Oh, the devil my op. The devil my op. That's your only op.
funniest line
Yeah.
ever, dog.
It's like he knew it was gonna happen. The devil my op.
Yeah.
It's your only op now because you can't
He
pick
needs
an
everyone on
side.
his side, bro.
Yo,
Yeah,
how confidently he said that on that song is so fucking funny.
The devil my op. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
He's everyone's op.
Yeah.
Unless you're a satanist.
That's their buddy.
Yeah.
Yo.
Shout out to the satanists listening.
Fuck them people.
We don't judge. We don't judge out here.
Hey man, run the views up, everybody.
Let's do it. Let's do it. But another rumor, and it's still I guess a rumor because I thought today Monday was gonna be breaking news confirmed, but Tom Brady, according to Adam Schefter, ESPN, and someone else from ESPN, but specifically Adam Schefter, he's similar to like a Woj, like a Adrian Wojnarowski or a Sham, like these people who are prominent journalists who have breaking news constantly all the time, so they're trusted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Adam Schefter broke the news that Tom Brady is retiring, but now it's changed into Tom Brady is considering retiring / considering to announce his retirement soon, according to Adam Schefter and ESPN. I don't know what the fuck's happening at ESPN, but I do know that Tom Brady's father and agent have both said different things with similar vibes. One of them was Tom Brady hasn't decided yet what's going to happen. And another one was Tom Brady is far from deciding. He's far, like emphasis on it.
Oh, shit.
So what the fuck is happening? Like, what the hell? This is Tom Brady, probably, especially in our generation and going forward when our kids got raised, they get bigger, and then they watch football, the greatest football player of all time. Who else? It could be argued, obviously, there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to prominent figures, especially if we just want to break it down to the quarterback position, it's Tom Brady, bar none.
As someone who doesn't keep up with this shit, even, I know.
Yeah, like an outsider looking in, like who knows, like when Michael Jackson, everyone knows Michael Jordan. You might not know basketball.
Right.
People know Tom Brady. You might not know football, but you know Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
He's
would he be the like
Michael
at least our face for football?
Yeah,
I would say so.
I would say so.
Growing up,
for sure.
obviously, I would play, like, two-hand touch and shit. And people be like, Mossed it. Like, Randy Moss. Every time someone would catch a ball, Mossed it.
Yeah.
Randy Moss was huge, right?
He's kind of like the AI of football.
He's
though.
like the exact. That was a good reference.
Well, him and Michael Vick.
Right.
Just culturally,
Yes,
like,
Michael
we
Vick.
love them.
Yes, culturally, exactly. And they were groundbreaking to, like, their own, like, sort of techniques and skills in that sport.
Yeah.
But overall, and even marketable, clean cut, not really no sort of, like controversies.
Besides, like, cheating allegedly.
Allegedly
Not on his
cheating.
wife in football.
Oh, yeah.
Let me not start that rumor.
The inflation, or other than like something like that, the inflating the balls, the deflate gate.
He's had a little weird things, kissing.
Oh, he does kiss his son sometimes
like
for too long. But hey, that might be that white Boston shit. I have no idea. White Boston, comment down below, let us know. Sometimes you might kiss your son for too long.
Rich people are also different. I don't know,
Rich people
man.
move different.
Yeah, they're different. I don't know, man.
It might be some science.
He's not Italian, right?
Yo, I don't know shit about
I don't
Tom Brady,
know.
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know
shit about Tom
Italians
Brady.
like to kiss each other.
That might be it. That might be it. That might be it. Because I know a tap kiss is nothing, but sometimes he does do it too long. But hey, I would say don't post it, Brady. Next time, just turn the cameras off.
I think he learned his lesson.
Turn the cameras off.
Post that shit.
That was like on some 42 Doug shit. When 42 Doug did that shit, he made out with his son on his neck. It was
Gave
like,
him
whoa.
a hickey and shit.
It was like, this is some southern shit. I get it, but goddamn, you're 42.
Like a baby
Who's the one
too,
who
right?
just said that practiced kissing their mom?
Oh, wow.
Jim Jones.
But then took it back.
What's going on?
Because he looked too
What's
crazy.
Then he
going
said
on?
he was like, I'm joking. I'm like, that's not a joke,
I didn't
bro.
feel a
That's
joke.
very
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
He's a
Joking
victim.
My ass.
So Tom Brady is like such a big prominent figure, and then you're gonna have his name kind of like not dragged through the mud, but like played with. Like there's some confusion on every side, and he hasn't said shit, rightfully so, because it's like when he's ready, he's ready.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to him objectively looking at it, let's say he does retire. Is he due for retirement? I would say so. I think 7 championships, everything he's done so far. Correct me in the comments because I will always get my fucking sports facts wrong. I say shit like I know, but I think it's 7 rings.
Not 7.
I think it's 7, right? It's 7 rings.
It's 6 in New England, and then his
1 in
his
Tampa.
7th in Tampa.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
7.
So some people wanted more. Like I thought this year was their year, but postseason proved us otherwise.
I'm shocked.
AB, they lost AB. Maybe that
Crazy
even if it
playoffs.
wasn't like a actual asset, which I argue was an asset being lost, but the energy might have shifted in
Hell
the
yeah.
locker room. We got the Bruce Arians allegations. He supposedly hit another player. He got fined, and then the alleged shit that AB's saying about him. So the energy in the locker room might be different, right? But Brady's Brady, right? But he can't fully ride the ship. You need good pieces. You need to have the team fully leveled. It's football. It's not a one-man sport. So this year wasn't their year. But I thought maybe, okay, he might come back next year.
Revenge tour.
And if it is his last year, I want him to have like a proper farewell tour. Like on some like when people do it in basketball, like they go to every arena, this is their last game here. It's properly like a farewell. People buy tickets for it. It's properly well done.
Right.
But we didn't get that if it does happen. And people were saying he might have gone back to the Patriots for 1 year or like half a season to do that.
And I think his contract ends like now. Like I think if he doesn't retire, he goes into he goes into free agency.
Yes,
so
I think that coincidentally a free agent.
So that's probably a big part of his decision too.
Because I think it was a 2-year deal. He did the 2 years. This is the end of the 2 year, and it's like damn. And I think at the Pro Bowl's next weekend. I think he's not gonna be at the Pro Bowl. So it's like we're not gonna see Brady. But then it's like if he does like a proper video explaining it like to his fans, I think it'll obviously it'll make sense. And eventually, when the time is right, he'll visit like Boston. He'll do some sort of farewell tour. Like he's Tom Brady. Like I feel like he'll do it the right way somehow. Yeah. But damn, we didn't get that this time around. And it's like I think that's what got people also not believing it. Like, shit, what the fuck? First of all, they didn't believe it. Now it's rumored that he's saying that it's not true, or his team is saying it's not true. So now it's like, all right, we might have some hope. We might get a farewell tour. We might get something. But we don't know what the fuck is happening. You said that breaking news literally as we were recording. Something maybe popped up, a news story that was day to day.
He said in a podcast that the decision's day to day at this point.
Decisions day to day. So it's like, damn, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
today or tomorrow or yesterday? What day?
His last IG post, there was nothing alluding to retirement, but it was kind of like saying like a goodbye to the season. Older, it is kind of tougher for me now. But the seasons that he had, like in the past couple of years, like he's still doing well. He
had a fantastic year this year.
It doesn't seem like he's getting older and stuff, but that's the thing is like with social media, because they want to get that first story out, and Tom Brady being the biggest in the NFL, it's like, it sucks when it's not him himself telling you that he's retiring. It's like a social media thing.
And I think that's fucking with him.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if no one ever leaked that information, he probably would have retired. But the competitor to him, he might go another year just to be petty.
He's like, yo, you guys think I'm old now? Facts. Like, it's like LeBron said that, where people were like tweeting like, this is me if LeBron were to retire like this or something, and they were like crying, like memes and shit. And LeBron was like, wow, you guys are doing that to me already? I got a couple more in me or something. And it's like, whoa, yeah, Bron, we already hoped that, but now you confirmed that. But now Brady is like, he might spark a fire under his ass now, because he's like, yo, you motherfuckers try to retire me before I retired me?
I would want to, like, if I were to like retire, it gotta be like a good year. Like I win a Super Bowl type shit and boom, guess
on
what?
A high.
Yes.
Right? That's another thing.
Not like on a bad year. Yeah,
like, yo, like I feel like if he would have retired, like if he were to do it where he won this year, and at the actual, let's say the speech or something, he's like, this is my last year,
because that would be massive. Everyone would remember that Super
would have been
Bowl.
fire.
And he gets the parade through Tampa, like last year he did it, and he was drunk and shit. He was wasted. He was going crazy, right? Yo, he was 15 again.
Yeah,
he was 15 years old again. 15 years old again, right? He never had that moment really when he was in the Patriots. It was very more like stern, and like he loosened up and went all out and in Florida, right, on some dope shit, spring break vibes. Yeah. So if we would have got that again this year, it would have been like complete, right? You get the closure, but now it's like such an open-ended feeling with this monster of an athlete and monster of an icon in sports and culture. And it's like, damn, what the fuck is happening? But I will say this, similar to the Rihanna situation, where it's like, if his family, there's been alluding to that, where like Giselle, his wife, has been like kind of alluding to like for years now, like he would come home with concussions and shit, and that would worry her. Like stuff that wouldn't even be reported in the NFL. Like they wouldn't report like Tom Brady has a concussion, but she'd be like, I'm at home with him, so I see what's happening.
Right.
Yeah. He's coming home with concussions. Like this is actually like being detrimental to him, taking time away from the family. So if it's something like that where he feels that pressure and he feels right, do it. You have the money. You have the family.
Right.
You have the model wife. You have the beautiful children. You got the legacy.
The career is already there.
You got the brand, TB12. It's like a sports brand that he could blow it up even more. He has a clothing brand, I think, called Brady, like his last name, Brady. So he can blow these things up, and he owns all this shit. He's going to be fine, right?
And he has all the records. He has the touchdown records. He has the yards record.
Yeah.
I think this year he broke more records. Like
he's literally of all passing yards, shit. He's number one.
This was his year, yeah.
So it's like, bro, it's like, so you are peaking, but it's like, I don't know. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. I see both sides. Either way it happens, I'm personally fine with it. I just think it's a matter of the fans being frustrated because the way it's being handled. Like this fucking rumor shit.
If I'm a Buccaneers fan, I'd be stressed.
Oh my God.
To go from like a championship caliber team to like losing
your
are we
going next year?
Yeah, they're gonna go back to what they was before Brady went there.
What the fuck is gonna happen? And speaking of sports, the actual fucking 2 playoff games yesterday were crazy as hell.
Yes.
Crazy as hell. Jimmy G, the 49ers, fumbled the ball. But rightfully so. I kind of wanted them to win on some underdog shit, but then
49ers?
yeah, I was like, oh, because I was on some other, some betting shit. I'm not gonna lie, the odds were better when you bet with the underdogs. So I was like, okay, if they go, this is gonna be crazy, right? But then it would be like, damn, them and the Bengals is gonna be underdog fucking bowl. It's gonna be two underdogs and like, to outside looking in is like some nobodies, right, or whatever, right? Because they're not the bigger team, they're not the better record team, but it might have still been entertaining. But then we did have the upside happen where we have the Bengals going. That's the underdog, but we still have the champion. Or I think they were number one. Here comes the weird facts that with my fucking sports. I'd be off. Here we go. Correct me. Let's go.
Football is not my thing.
Yo,
I do know the Rams have been a good team all year.
yes.
Yeah.
I think they were number one.
At one point, I don't know if they're number one now.
I think they were number one.
Oh shit!
They got a bunch of fucking studs this year though. They got Jalen Ramsey this year or last year maybe. I know that they got OBJ in the fucking middle of the season.
Aaron Donald.
They
Defense.
there's another person that
Defense.
Von Miller who's
Von
like
Miller
a beast
from the Broncos.
so
Legendary Von Miller.
they just picked up a bunch of really good pieces.
Phenomenal squad.
Got the
Quarterback
they got Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
And they got him last year in a trade.
Yeah,
going into
yeah.
this season. This is me like
Spitballed.
yeah, I think
We're
all
not
this shit's
Stephen A.
accurate.
Smith
Yeah.
or freaking
What we saw on
freaking. What's the other guy?
I think everything I said's accurate though. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fucking they're a star-studded team.
I still don't know what the fuck.
Marlowe's like going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Just know the Rams got a squad.
Yeah.
They have a fucking squad.
They were-
When you guys say Rams, I think you're all right.
Yeah, you're all right, Rams. You're all right, Rams. Shout out to the You're all right, Rams.
Are they
Man,
good? Are they
listen,
good?
but yeah,
Yeah, you all right? Shout out, you all right, Rams.
listen. Oh man, it's crazy though. Fuck. So now I'm losing track. So the Bengals won.
Crazy.
Joe Burr.
After winning
Joe
4
Burrow.
games last season.
Joe Burrow pulling off like he's like a freaking Jack Harlow out here with the goddamn captions, little baby captions, and like alluding to the culture, connecting with the culture, but not on some what's it called? He doesn't give me like culture vulture vibes. He gives me authentic vibes, like very innocent. He was talking about it in the press conference, like they questioned. I feel like the media is gonna now try to be vulture culture with it. They were questioning whether he bought his jewelry or not. Like, are your diamonds real?
your diamonds
Like,
real?
why are you guys asking him this in the press conference? It's not the freaking Breakfast Club.
Just make
Why
the
are we
Super
asking him if he's going to the Super Bowl?
It would have been fire if they had a diamond tester though.
And that's why I thought they were a diamond tester on Joe Burrow. Like, what is this? Like, this is not that type of freaking. Like, what is this? And they ask it, and he's like, of course, yeah, of course they're real. Like,
So I make too much money.
I
He
make
said I'm
too
not
much
poor.
Like, come on, bro. Like, he's looking down on you
What
peasants.
did Rick Fry say? Is that the middle of the mall shit?
He's in the middle of mall shit.
I
you know?
like him. I like Joe.
Yeah, I like him. And it's like, man, I don't know if I want to like him too much because there might be some shit that comes up on some weird shit. God forbid, obviously, right? But as of
hope
now,
not.
even the old tweets have been dope. Like, he's been having old ass tweets, like talking about Pootie Tang was like the best movie all time.
I mean, think
I'm
about
like,
it.
what the fuck?
He's 25, so he's
young.
he's literally our age. He's
Young.
an internet kid
Yes,
from fucking Ohio. So like
yes, that's why he loves Kid
that's
Cudi.
why he loves Cudi. He's from
Loves
Ohio,
Kid
so he
Cudi.
probably picked up random culture, just being like. From what I hear about Ohio, they have good taste in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So
Yes, yes.
that's where Trippy's from. That's where we
LeBron. Whoa, Akron,
Akron,
Ohio. Yeah,
Ohio.
Akron, Ohio.
Yeah,
Yes.
So he might just be really just a cool white dude who just likes good culture shit.
On some Jack Harlow vibes.
Yeah, no facts. Same with Jack Harlow.
There's some of these guys out here that are just fucking dope.
Did you know about Joe Burrows when he was in college?
Yeah, for LSU.
He was a beast.
He was like known as like one of the best, if not the best. He won the Heisman
his last year. Yep.
Yeah, but the thing is with that is like obviously you can win the Heisman, but a lot of people
They don't transition.
like RG3, horrible. Robert
Yeah.
Griffin III, not horrible, but hey,
Not what he's supposed to be.
hey. Tim Tebow, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a great analyst. I love Tim Tebow's analyst. But when he got into his bag of like his religion thing, and it's fine because that's how he is. It like, it got kind of like, wait, whoa, football.
Same with Baker as
You know,
well.
Baker Mayfield,
who
Yeah.
you know, but as of now, Joe Burrow seems to be that guy. You know?
if he wins the Super Bowl, I think he
Oh
would
my
be
God.
the only player ever to do a Heisman, I think a NCAA championship and a Super Bowl,
Wow.
Crazy.
or like maybe the second person to do
think-
some shit like that.
I think it was there's only been 2 that has won
There we go.
the championship in college and then also the Super Bowl. Like
Wow.
and he has a Heisman,
Yeah.
which is like
And
an
with the Heisman,
insane
yeah.
thing to have.
Just for that reason, I'm calling now. Joe Burrow and the Bengals are taking the championship. Super Bowl. Is it next week? No.
Crazy.
Nah,
2
Pro
weeks.
Bowl's next week.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
They're
that's
taking it in
Fuck,
2 weeks.
You go bet after this, huh?
Yeah, I might have to
You
put
need
that
to
early
stop,
bet in.
bro.
They might be the underdogs technically too.
They are.
for sure. Yeah.
They are because the Rams are
Rams-
like the fucking.
The Rams were awarded home field advantage, so yeah, I think they were number 1.
Oh
Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
the SoFi Stadium, right?
yeah.
and they would be
Yes.
what because Brady won in Tampa,
Brady won
so I think they'd be the second team to win at their home.
out there. Yeah,
I think.
Oh yeah, right.
And then they have not all LA artists, but they have Kendrick, Dre performing
Crazy.
in LA.
Yeah.
Eminem's there.
Mary J. Blige. I feel like
yeah.
I'm missing. Oh, Snoop. So 3 LA artists.
Crazy. And nice
Yeah, that is
lineup.
true.
So if the Rams lose, it'll be a very bad day in Los Angeles.
Oh, horrible.
But an amazing day in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Horrible,
Oh, man.
horrible.
That's
And
where
that
the
Rams
Bengals
game
are,
was
right?
amazing. I love the Rams game. It was crazy. I feel like I'm an amateur when I talk about this shit. I don't know why. Ever since the first time
You
it
know,
went
we watch
south.
it. We see it too. We watch.
Bro, I be
it.
watching this
Yeah,
shit now. I
we
feel like I
watch
don't watch it. Like I be like, what the fuck? When it comes to talking about it on mic, is like there's a lot to live up to though with these guys, Kendrick Perkins and Paul Pierce, stellar analyst.
it. Yeah.
There's a lot to look up to. These guys are they're top tier, right? So
Now what you gotta do, yo, is you just have you have to have a group chat like with people who kind of know sports
I've been dying for that.
and just randomly
I've been
pick
dying
up
for
random
that.
shit they say.
Get the facts.
I've been dying.
I
for
swear I get most of my shit from like that and just Twitter. Everything, all the things I just said were is because me scrolling on Twitter.
that. Yeah.
Like the Joe Burrow shit.
Yeah, I have a
That's
Twitter.
awesome.
I use Twitter list where you can make a list on Twitter, and I do it for sports and music, like certain shit for sports. It works a lot because there's like so much constant updating. But yeah, I use that shit to my advantage because I'm like,
Or ask Hill. Hill knows everything.
I believe it.
Bro, Hill knows everything.
He'll holla out of Providence, Rhode Island.
Facts.
I would imagine because he's one of the people that I think I put in my sports list
He
because
knows
the way he
everything.
tweets about things, he'd be very up to date about it. But even with the Bengals, like he put like a old school jersey, he had or old photo of him with the Bengals jersey on when the Bengals won, and it's like, listen, I love sports, but it's definitely, I feel like sometimes a lot to keep up with football specifically when it came down to it after the injustice that happened during that time of Kaepernick and everything that was going on. I was just thrown off by I was like, damn, why am I even watching football? Like, I felt like this immense, what the fuck am I doing? Am I contributing to the fucking, the problem? Like, why am I watching football? Like, what the fuck? And it was 3 years. I didn't watch nothing. I didn't care about it at all. But then I slowly came back, right? And it was kind of maybe because of the Kaepernick decision, because he took money, and I kind of felt kind of a bit the way
it ended was interesting.
I felt, there wasn't too much closure with it, especially from Kaepernick's side. So I was like, I still support obviously the fucking movement, but it's like, damn, the leader behind the movement is kind of leaving me in the air or whatever.
And not for nothing, he would sign if the NFL signed.
Yeah, and he was dying to play
you know what I mean?
football again. So I'm like, he's dying to play football again, and I'm like, all right. Every time there's one sport down, I need another one to kind of pick me up. Let me start watching football again. And as I'm starting to watch football again, and this year specifically, well, last year especially, but this year specifically as well, I was very heavy into it. I didn't play fantasy football, but I definitely pay more attention when it comes to this postseason. And this postseason has been phenomenal. Every freaking the wild cards, the pre semis, and this weekend I guess is technically the semis, but it really was AFC, NFC championships. But people don't count that. I feel like no one cares. They have 20 or 30 NFC championships. No one cares.
As Kobe said, we hang championship banners.
Yeah,
we don't give a fuck about none of that conference shit.
Western
You know what I mean?
Conference champions for 20 years in a row. Who cares? Where's the big one? Where's the big buddy?
The main one.
The main one. That's what people want, which is kind of crazy. Because
I
why
think
even
both
give
these teams don't have a Super Bowl either.
right?
I think please.
Well, I think the Bengals won, but it was a while ago because I remember the commentator saying
the
that.
Rams might have one too. When they were in St. Louis.
That's
I think,
true.
When they used to have a
St. Louis
nasty
Rams.
running back.
I forgot they were a whole different.
Never
other
mind,
team.
I don't know shit about football.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna front on you guys.
No, I mean the Bengals for years, no one would ever think
Cincinnati, fam.
Yeah,
crazy.
Ever since Ocho Cinco.
Yeah,
I feel like that was the era.
Crazy.
The Bengals era was the Ocho Cinco era. I used to watch him, Ocho Cinco, legendary. But even him, he had his moment. He went to the Patriots. He switched teams and shit.
Facts.
So,
they've always had fire jerseys though.
oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, their
Bengals
logos
are
dope. I like their, but I
jerseys.
like everything marketing behind them.
Tiger.
But the Rams are
Bengals
fire
thing,
too. Now
Mhm.
that new blue shit is
Yeah.
clean. That stadium is clean. So hey, it's gonna be an attractive Super Bowl. Let's say that much. The
Yeah.
jerseys are gonna be on point.
Yeah,
A lot of celebrities in the building.
definitely.
Halftime performers on point. Dr. Dre's gonna do his thing, especially in LA with the LA Rams there. He's gonna do his thing. But who is going to win. Like I said, I got the Bengals as of now. Rams are obviously the favorite. You're not wrong if you say the Rams because it's the Rams, right?
And
but
better team, yeah.
I do want Joe Burrow to randomly come out of nowhere and pull an upset. That would be crazy.
This is one of those situations that since my team's not in it, and from what I've seen from both teams, they both play really well and they're exciting to watch. I don't really care who wins.
Yeah.
I would love to see OBJ get a ring, but I would also like to see Joe Burrow get a ring. Yeah. I like that Bengals team. They're young. I like the Rams team. They got a lot of OGs on it. So regardless, no matter where it goes, I know it's gonna be a good game. I know the halftime show is gonna be fire. It's like the first hip hop halftime show that I've seen.
Yeah, well,
that I feel like
right.
It has to be like
that lineup is like
because we have the Weeknd, but he's not hip hop.
Yeah, and we've had had Travis Scott at he did like a little bit of Sicko Mode once. And Jay was supposed to do it, but I don't think we've seen like a hip hop.
I don't think so.
I don't think
unless Eazy-E and them did it back in the
nah,
day. But
absolutely not. There's no way they
fuck the police.
Imagine that shit was
straight
crazy.
from the that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a hip hop halftime show, so that happening is beautiful.
Yeah, another prediction. I think the halftime show though might be bad. Because I saw Mary J. Blige talking about like, she's having a tough time deciding because she only gets one song. So I'm like, damn, what is this? What is this?
Yeah,
so they're each gonna do one song. It's gonna be like a rush. I know it has to be fast, so it's not the issue there. But it's like, how are we gonna, like, what the fuck? And she's still kind of deciding still, the song. Like I kind of feel like maybe by now you should know what you're gonna do, Missy.
Yo, not Missy.
Mary. That's so disrespectful.
Not for nothing though, yo. Imagine being Mary J and having to pick one song. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it better be the best one because out of the little video that they did, the promo shit, she was the one who pulled up the hardest.
Bro, she got joints. This is Mary J. Blige we're fucking talking about.
Hardest.
She got joints.
The hardest. She pulled up the hardest. And she's the only female there. And she's the most distinct from Dr. Dre other than everyone else. Like, everyone else is pretty closely tied. I know she has connections with Dre, but to me, it was kind of a not a loophole, a curveball. Like, Mary, but it makes sense.
It makes sense, but I was very like, she's not Aftermath. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe like obviously you want the female representation. She's Mary J. Blige, no matter what, queen of R&B. But why not 50 Cent? Why not like continue the Dr. Dre camp thing, right?
So I haven't really said that much out loud because like I'm a 50 Cent stan.
Yeah.
So when I saw the lineup come up, I was very confused. I was like, why wouldn't you like? No offense to Kendrick, but like, why Kendrick over 50?
That's true.
You know, not saying that like, not saying that they're comparable, but like, one could
probably because of the fact that
because it's in LA.
Shit,
yeah, but like one could debate that 50.
It could also be Kendrick is gonna do something.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But Mary is New York.
You feel me? So that's and at first I was like, maybe they didn't get 50 because New York. I'm like, no, wait, Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
Right.
I think they could have got 50. I think in the club at the halftime show would go fucking crazy in LA.
Something's happening with Kendrick. I don't know.
They're saying he's dropping either the 4th or the 11th, which would be either this Friday or next Friday.
They're saying that Pusha T is dropping a single on
for real.
Not this weekend, next weekend.
That's what they said.
That's what DJ Envy said this morning.
Envy.
So I don't know.
It better be good.
Listen, this is very frustrating. We're gonna obviously
snippet?
watch the Super Bowl, but
yes.
You heard the Pusha T snippet last week.
God.
But when it came to like the actual performance side of things, Dr. Dre's gonna do his thing. But what the fuck is Kendrick gonna perform? What song is he gonna even pick?
You see, that's why I want to see it because I want to see it for Kendrick.
King Kunta? He can't do King Kunta.
I think they're all just gonna do their biggest song off Spotify, whatever their like number one song is. It had like it because not for nothing. Even though like we want to see like this classic culmination of hip hop and R&B, it's a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's not a concert.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a Super Bowl.
That shit might be a mess though.
And it's a lot of white people watching. Yeah. So I don't know if white people want to hear King Kunta or hear whatever Dre might perform. They're probably coming with the hits. They have to come with like
can't
that.
Do art or peer pressure.
It's LA though.
It is LA, but it's still the NFL. And it's a Super Bowl, bro. True. This is like they're joining a list of the Michael Jacksons and the Janet Jacksons.
And it feels the first time they did so many artists.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's like, what is this?
That's kind of why there's a little asterisk next to it. I'm like, I don't know. That's our first hip hop halftime, and you had to get all these art. You couldn't just you could have just got one. Yeah. I think if it was just Dre by himself and he brought an artist, that would be a lot. That'd be a lot more interesting.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
Moving on to someone I think who definitely should do the Super Bowl. Whenever they do the Super Bowl, they're going to have to extend that bitch and make it an hour-long show. Kanye West. That's going to be his show.
I thought he was going to
that.
be the first rapper to get a Super Bowl halftime
Man, that's
show.
what he probably will, like by himself. He'll probably be the first solo artist,
I can see that.
rapper artist, hip hop artist.
I can see that.
Either him or who? Jay-Z, but
Both.
Jay-Z is like
Drake.
behind this. I think Jay-Z was like one of the reasons that they even did the Dr. Dre decision. Like
They did like the Rock
he's-
Nation
He's
deal
tied
thing.
in with the Super Bowl now, behind the scenes NFL. He has like a contract where he can help decide like the music side of things or like the art direction.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one like a creative, I guess, director or something of that nature. So he's the reason like these Super Bowl shows are actually even happening, like the last one, this one. So I don't think he's gonna, who knows? He is getting older, so if it does happen, it would have to be soon.
Yeah.
He's not fit either. So like he could be 60, probably still rap, but Dr. Dre's still doing it, but Dr. Dre's
Producing.
Fucking
Yeah.
buff.
Dre will fucking
Dr. Dre will kill anyone walking
Facts.
on Earth.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Dre is
Yeah.
King Kunta for real. He's walking. That's Dr. Dre.
And
so
you said Drake.
Yeah,
Drake,
yeah.
I
That's
feel
what I'm
like he
gonna say.
might not just because he's like Canadian and they don't even have a football team there.
mm,
That's the only reason I could see Drake not doing it.
Yeah.
Just because like
Yeah, but he's
I've
like-
never even seen
like-
Drake like
I
really
don't think he even
support.
lives out here
like,
no more.
You know what I mean? Does he have an NFL team? Like I know he like fucks with college sports heavy, but I've never even seen
I
him
don't think
support
so.
like
Football. Yeah.
Ah.
I could be wrong though. I don't know.
Yay area. Remember he did that live Yay area.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right?
He be like he knows he fucks with players, obviously OBJ and shit, but OBJ has been on so many teams like you don't know what the fuck is going on.
And I just feel like that's his nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I
they're
mean?
mad
Yeah.
close.
That's
'Cause
just
especially what was the video? Him and Drewski and OBJ.
laugh, cry now, later.
Little Dirk, yeah, the laugh now, cry later.
Laugh now, cry later. I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
and we still laughing, Drake, and we're not crying. I don't even know if I said it right, but it's like, what the fuck, Drake? I don't know. I feel he needs a couple more years if he were to do it. I think maybe Kendrick, but then Kendrick, I still feel like needs a bigger catalog. Still, like, he has a good catalog, but like, I don't know. To be the Super Bowl is like, you gotta have that.
Like
I
hits.
was like, yeah.
I feel like Snoop Dogg could have done it by
global hits.
himself.
Snoop
Yeah.
could have done it
Snoop
by
Dogg
himself.
is the most famous rapper of all time.
Yeah.
Like, no one's more like, you go to any house.
I feel like he
anywhere,
would have to be younger to do it by himself though. If like
he can't stand up there
Dr. Dre and Snoop probably would have been like
together.
Yeah.
That's all we needed. If we're being honest, that's all we needed.
yeah.
And then you add Kendrick, and then you add Mary, and it's like, why?
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Eminem's like the oddball for me.
I forgot Eminem's on that.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're right, because we did mention Aftermath. Yeah, Eminem. Yeah, so what does he perform? He has a million records.
Eminem could have done it by himself.
Eminem doing not.
I'm not afraid. All those hits, bro.
Yeah, he got all the football anthems
Oh my God. Why is not Eminem doing it by himself?
because the Lions.
And now
are
this
playing.
eliminates them from doing it by themselves because they can't do it twice, can they? Like,
I'm sure they could. No, I feel like Bruno Mars did like 8 different Super Bowls at one
Yeah,
point.
he
There was
was
a
on,
point in time where Bruno Mars was at every Super Bowl,
That's true.
yo.
and I think Beyonce did it twice too.
I think
Or did
it's-
she
yeah.
only do it once?
Didn't Justin Timberlake do like twice too? I
Well,
know he-
technically,
Yes, because he
Yeah.
came out with Janet, right? And then he did it again.
Nipplegate. Yep.
Yeah, then he did it again by himself.
The nipple.
Which is insane.
Yo.
Which is insane.
Oh my God.
Like I kind of can't believe he did it the second
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Man in the Woods.
He's wow. I love Justin Timberlake, huge fan, but I was like, wow, he's really gonna do it the second time. He'll
Yeah.
fuck.
Listen. But I do think a Kanye definitely should do it. But Kanye is back again. Donda 2 dropping February 22nd. As of now, pending date. He
So-
has his phone away. He said, "I'm taking the phone
I
away
saw
until
that.
album
I
drops.
saw
I'm not
that.
gonna be on social media, nothing." I'm not
Locked
sure if
in.
that's a good thing because I guess it's obviously focus on your music, but I guess you have assistants working for you because how do you get all these other artists you've been collaborating and shit with? Like, are you not gonna contact no more? Are we done with features?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I'm kind of scared. Honestly,
It's fast.
I'm
It's
scared.
fast.
And he just gave us like 30 records.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Add records.
Honestly, bro, when I hear Donda 2, the only thing the first thing that comes to mind is just the songs he left off of Donda.
That's what I'm
Oh.
assuming. But then
You
he's
feel
recording
me?
all his new music.
You seen who's executive producing it?
Future. One
And
of my
A$AP
favorite artists of
Rocky.
all time. I've been
A$AP.
debating with myself. I'm like, yo,
Travis.
why do I love Future so much? Like,
He's good.
is he top
Future's
2?
good,
Is
bro.
he top 3 to me? Like, why do I love
Bro.
him? I just love him. Especially his
It's
features
just-
alone,
it's
like
good, bro.
recently, have been
Yeah.
insane.
That man's is innovator. Future relations, bro.
Oh my
gotta
God,
live
he's
by
so
it.
strong of like a fucking like his force, everything he does. So executive producing this, that could either mean it's gonna be either one of two things. It's gonna be either he ain't doing shit because executive producers don't do shit sometimes. It's just a name they put on
It's
something.
just a name.
To be honest, we see it all the time. Or it's a Future vibe, and that's what the fuck I want.
Bro, I would love that. But Can you think about? Can you imagine Future having so much fucking power over Kanye?
Yeah, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was thinking because, like, you know, with him divorcing now, you know, with fucking
But
Kim
then that's
going
the
with
thing.
this,
What are we gonna get?
That's
and
what
now
people
having
want.
Future, yeah.
And like you can't say, yo, Future's executive producing my album, taking photos with Future, freestyling at Rolling Loud with Future, and now we gotta have this album with Future, and then it's not that. Because people are gonna be upset. Like, what is this?
Based off his
Donda
verse
too.
on that
Easy.
on the game record, I think we were about to get a very toxic Kanye West album.
It's a breakup.
I think
vibe.
he's swearing. I think, you know,
Well, the name though.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. The
having
album
mom's
having
name.
his mom's name.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's
Why
like,
make it
damn.
a sequel?
Yeah.
yo, he gave us 31 records if you include the deluxe. We don't
insane.
need a sequel to that.
We don't need a sequel to Donda 2. That might be the only thing that might just randomly happens. Like last minute, he changes the name
Might
again.
change it, yeah.
Because the first one is like Donda, dedicated to his mother. You know, you have the house that he grew up in Chicago. He used it for the promo, but he didn't use it for the cover art. The cover art was all black. He never explained why. Surprised no one in any interview as of yet. Not even Drink Champs asked him why. They gotta let me interview him because I don't know what's going on. They're not asking him the obvious
Yo,
questions.
they
bro.
don't ask Kanye
This
good
is
questions
crazy.
when they do
They're asking him
interviews
about the
with
bullshit.
Yeah.
We want to know the actual what's good here. Why is this cover black? Like let's break it down. And now we got the second time though. I don't know if it's the cover art. It could be, but the announcement has like his house that he grew up in, like on a billboard or something, like some sort of like billboard.
Oh, yep.
And it says 222222222, right? Very dope number, right? Numerical date 2222222. But knowing Kanye is probably gonna be 223 or 24 222. It's gonna be like we're pushing it back a couple days, right? And aside from that,
Yeah.
it's like down to 2. Is it gonna be about your mother again? If not,
Not
make it
even
a
that the
sequel?
first album was even about his mom
Yeah.
either.
Rarely, like
Not
he
too
kind
much,
of hinted
yeah.
at it, but it was like,
It can't be, bro. It can't be because it just you didn't let the other one breathe.
yeah.
It cannot be, bro.
He can still roll out Donda more. Like it's such a powerful like.
There's no video. There's barely videos.
Barely videos,
He
and
didn't
the
tour
videos
it.
that we have are
I
like
have a
barely
feeling-
a video.
I have
Like,
a feeling
it's-
the name's a placeholder as of right now.
Yeah.
It probably is. It
Gotta
probably
be.
is. I do know that first time we got this sort of situation, the breakup album was 808s and Heartbreak, because it was from what I no was it that
My Beautiful
no
Dark.
My Beautiful Dark was a fantasy was after Amber Rose.
Mhm.
So that's why we have a lot of those
808s,
vibes,
he was
toxic
dating Amber.
vibes. 808s, he was dating her. It was called 808s and Heartbreak, but it was more like maybe heartbreak music, obviously. Very much of a generational, impactful, influential moment. But My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is leaning towards more what Donda 2 could be.
That'd be fucking fire.
But that would be amazing. Executive produced by Future. It's leading all up to the proper potential perfect vibe, other than naming it Donda 2. Because why is this a sequel? Are we gonna get Donda 3? Is this a fucking mixtape now? How many Dondas are we gonna get? That's your mother. Let's do Donda 1 and that's it. Let's move on to another chapter.
That's exactly why I think it's just the songs he left off. You
Yo,
feel
how
me?
many songs he do for this album? Yo, he
Jesus
dropped
Christ.
31 records,
Jesus.
dog.
Listen, man,
And
he
is
had
Easy even on it? I think Easy's the Games album.
Nah, it's games. That's games. That's the
That's
intro to
Games.
Games album. Which the
fuck
Game and
is
Hit Boy
this?
album.
I hope it is not on the album. I don't like that song.
You don't like Easy? Maybe I'm biased, yo.
It is a. I feel like what'd you call it? Like a acquired taste Easy. Like I fuck with it, but I can see where someone might not like it.
I get it.
Easy. It's such an awkward, like random, like sample.
I don't know if it's
It's
like
different.
It's like if it comes on, you're like, okay, you're gonna vibe with it type shit, but like it's not one of those things where you can constantly play back. I don't think.
I hear it.
You feel me?
I can dig it.
Yeah, I understand that. But what the fuck are we gonna get? I don't fucking know. No clue. No freaking idea. We have a snippet, I guess, from Pusha T's album, but that's pretty much it. We haven't had no new Kanye snippets other than the Easy one, and then eventually it dropped. But we see him in the studio working a lot.
He's been in the studio with a bunch of dope people too.
Every day.
Khaled fucking Khaled fucked up his Yeezys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He was in the
The
studio
old
recently
ones,
with Big
too.
Sean and Push and all those guys.
the greats, bro. The greats. You know, so I don't know what's
Hit Boy
happening.
again, which is like crazy.
I don't know what's happening. And not on the notes, but since it's similar, we can break it down real quick. Speaking of Pusha T, because I was thinking like, yo, would Kanye work with Drake? Because obviously we had the situation where they squashed the beef. They did the show together. He hasn't mentioned him since. They haven't been seen out together since, right? But that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
He did mention in the new interview he didn't address it directly because Jason Lee, the interviewer, like I keep saying, I feel like he didn't ask him more about that. He should have. You guys got to ask Kanye the right questions. You're fucking up. But he did say something about Drake. He was like, because you and Drake had like the fake verses or something, blah, blah, blah. And then Kanye was like, nah, man, I mean, because, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of spun it. He started talking about how he was going to wear Virgil Jordans, him and Drake backstage. They were going to wear Virgil Jordans, but then they decided not to, especially Kanye was like, nah, that's not me. Like, I got to wear my boots. Like, this is me. This feels more like me. And that's all he said about the situation. But then I was like, all right, it could show like maybe they are actually cool because he's talking about like that we're gonna match on some like cute boy shit. Let's match.
And he wrote his set list too, right?
But he said that in the interview. But what he meant, I think, was most of his songs on that set list. He's basically saying like Drake's like one of my ghostwriters, and it's true. Drake is one of his ghostwriters. Okay. Like a lot of those songs, especially the recent ones, but during the beef that happened, which was what album?
That's Daytona, that's Ye, and
that whole
Scorpion.
Yeah, so that album and like before that, there was a lot of Drake ghostwriting on Kanye albums. So that's what he was alluding towards. So he's giving Drake credit, like he wrote my set list, like he wrote my songs, like a lot of my songs, more rather than he picked what songs I was.
I thought that's perform. What he meant, and I was like, shit, Drake should always write his set list. God damn,
that's because from his energy, that's what I caught. I was like, oh. That's what makes more sense rather than the other way around.
I would have thought it was the other way around.
You thought he picked the songs?
Yeah. Kanye picked that like everything.
Even
told Drake what to play and type shit.
He might have on some shit too. He might have picked Drake's set list. He didn't write Drake's set list. He wrote "Find Your Love," one song in the set list. But other than that, right? But the question lies here. Okay, will they collaborate again? Potentially, yes. I would say leaning towards more. Now, because there's rumors of Drake and Pusha T being cool now. Because in the recent Drake post,
I was wondering if you can bring this up.
He mentioned or he quoted one of Pusha T's lyrics from like a Clips track in his caption.
Yeah.
And I read that caption, but I didn't connect the dots. Like it took me like 2 days later. Now I'm like, oh, that's a Pusha T lyric. So he's quoting Pusha T in his caption. I don't think it's a shot with his kid.
With his kid in the picture.
With his potential now canceled line of clothing with Adidas now that he's trying to do with Nike. That's not going too good. But hey, I think that they probably have squashed it because if
Kanye was gonna force it.
Yeah, man, and then not even just Kanye. I feel like Pusha, like where else are we gonna take it to? Like I love the rap battles. Don't get me wrong, right? But then it gets repetitive. Like if we're just flooding our discographies as artists with these freaking subliminals and shots and shit, it's like it takes away from the timeless music. Like it's just gonna make it more of like a timestamp. Like you remembered when that happened.
Yeah.
But it's not timeless no more because we're just dissing each other. These are diss tracks. Like what is this? And then we want some timeless shit from Pusha because it's like he said it. He's like when it drops, it's the album of the year. He says every time, rap album of the year, rap album of the year.
He be meaning that shit though.
He be meaning it, and a lot of times it's obviously always arguable. So what is happening here? First of all, are they cool again? Second of all, will he diss him at all on this album, which we alluded to before? I was like, hopefully he doesn't, right? I hope he doesn't diss Drake. And third of all, would it be taken to another level? Will they collaborate? Because if he's quoting him, I don't think it's a shot. I don't think it's like a negative.
I don't think Drake would use a picture of his kid
to
throw a shot and push.
So.
Like that's the only reason why I'm just like I know he's petty. Like I get it. Like he's King Petty.
Petty King.
He's for real.
Petty King.
And like that beef got bad really quickly. The only reason I can't see them collaborating though is just because of the 40 diss. I think if Push never mentioned 40,
too close to home.
Because that's his man's. You know what I mean? That's really Drake's man's.
Life or death.
Yeah, and he really is sick. So that's the only reason why I couldn't see Drake fully embracing Push and vice versa. But then again, that is one of Drake's favorite rappers.
He looked up to him. He had the microphone signed.
Yeah. And Push has said on numerous occasions he thinks Drake's dope. He thinks Drake can rap. He thinks he makes good music. So
listen,
they're both fathers. So
I would love to see it, but Drake would have to come hard.
Which I think he could.
Yeah. I feel like if he could get in his bag. He just has to get in the bag.
That's the thing.
But the bag is there.
I need that.
I think Drake can keep up with any rapper he wants to rap.
No,
with.
he can. But it's just we haven't seen it in a little while.
Yeah, he went mainstream with. I mean, he got to the bag. Like, there's so much you can like. I mean, unless you're nasty, like with the lyrics and stuff. But once you see that singing bag and stuff, and like, you know, get the females more involved and stuff, you know.
Because Drake would have to be on Pusha's type of energy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be Pusha on Drake's energy.
Probably.
That'd be great though.
That's what I would want.
Yeah.
Cause not for nothing, yo, when Drake was, you know, back against the wall rapping against Meek, the diss to Push, like, when it matters, he can rap his ass off.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Huge Pusha T fan, by the way. That's like one of my favorite rappers.
I fucking love Pusha T.
Yeah.
But I think Drake could keep up with Push if the record made sense.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
We'll see.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
I would love for them just to, like, not make up, because I feel like there's a lot of weird shit that we still don't really know about, like the whole good music OVO beef. There's a lot of shit we don't know. We don't. I still don't really know why Kanye hated Drake for so long. There's like rumors, but I don't really know. We don't know. There's a lot we don't know about that situation.
Because even Kanye, when he broke it down in Drake Champs, he was still kind of vague. Like, I get
super vague,
like the fucking text message shit, the group chat, but then it's like, all right, but what about prior to that? Like, is there something deeper?
Yeah, we can do an album together. What
he
the
did
fuck
say,
happened?
like, he did say the Kim shit, like Drake alluding to the Kim, like him having potential sex with Kim or not denying it. He said it was like a sour taste in his mouth, right? But I think before that had to be something else, because I felt like leading up to when that happened, there was still tension and beef. So that's what we got to actually address that hasn't been addressed and cleared up. But I do think that him and Drake, Pusha T specifically, can move past it if it's like, yo, you came at 40, that was too far. If fucking Pusha T takes away this ego, which he's fucking had at the time during the Joe Budden interview. I remember he's like, I gotta come for heads, like blah blah blah, like I stand by what I live by. My name is my name. It's like, we get it. But if you take the ego away and you're like, yo, all right, I went too far, my bad, G. But you did come at my wife. Drake is more likely to be like, yo, yeah, my bad, bro. I shouldn't have mentioned your wife.
Did he come at his wife?
Yeah, I know, right?
Did he?
He didn't really comment.
He just said her name.
He just said her name.
Yeah.
Really
that
nicely.
Was Push's excuse during the interview.
Like,
he was like, he said my wife, so it's all whole
He
whole
brought up
bars.
the wife, but it's not like he said anything fucked up.
Bro, he literally just said, put a ring, like Virginia Williams, and they had just got engaged.
Yeah, he's stating a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he called her ugly or called her name or said he smashed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but then doing like the tick, 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 like counting down 40
bro,
steps.
like
that's some devil shit.
Bro,
he's a satanist.
That's fucked up, bro.
Bro,
That's
like that's his.
But that's
I
that
get it.
hood shit.
No, that's
But
like,
I
that's
need-
that,
but it was
that's
good,
that,
though.
that's
You know what I
that
mean?
hood rap.
Yeah.
Like that's that shit you love. Like, like damn, fuck
And it's
it.
crazy because we don't even talk about that. We just talk about the fact that he's mentioned he had a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are we gonna breeze past the fact that this nigga basically dissed Drake's his best friend, his mom, his dad,
everything,
like
everything. And it is that obviously because I don't know about you guys, but I watch battle rap, and when you watch battle rap, they obviously take it way
there's no
further
filter.
than that.
Yeah.
There's no
in
filter.
battle rap.
So I get it, right? But then obviously it was like, yo, what the fuck? Such a curveball. Like, this might be below the belt. But hey, they kept the music. As of now, never got escalated, right? And he did say, oh, that's Kanye's problem or something like. So Pusha basically alluded in the past, if he gets cool with Kanye, that's Kanye's man. I'm not cool with him still. But now the tables might be turning. And that caption might be bigger than we realize, because Drake is the type to do subliminal shit that means a lot. Like, he does always subliminal things that mean a lot. Because he's not the interview sit down guy, but he's gonna give you a quick caption. He did that shit with the hot sauce dick shit, the condom shit, where he posted like, you get your 15 minutes of fame. I'm gonna keep my 23 hours and 45 minutes. Like, bro, damn, you know math? Like he's doing very specific time.
Bro, Drake's calculated.
He's calculated.
He's calculated.
So that caption might mean a lot.
Yeah, he'll do something to throw you off, and then lose your focus on the main thing. You do like a little duck face fucking picture, and then something in the background is what really matters. You doing shit like that,
Nah, bro, he's calculated, man.
Yeah.
After we seen him, what he did to Meek, I'm just like, that's not a dude to fuck with.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Honestly,
He's like James Bond or something. Like, he's very special. Like, he got a couple tricks. He's like Spectre Gadget of Canada.
Yeah.
Bro, he made
You
a
never
diss
know.
record into a hit record. That's not regular.
No, hell no.
It's not regular,
I don't think
dog.
it'll ever happen again to that level.
Nah.
Bro, everyone was screaming that shit back. People
People
still be like, is that a world tour or your girls tour? Like, what the fuck?
He played it above him, right? Like he got the hotel
Supposedly
room
the
above
hotel,
him.
it got to crazy levels.
If you really just go back and like look at everything, like there's so many other moments of Drake just bullying Meek.
we need
Like
a 30
so,
for 30 on that, like a documentary.
Dissed him on 30 for 32. You know what I mean?
Dissed him on 30 for 32. We need like a because that shit was, bro. And some Meek, I feel like it's still affected. Obviously not financially because he's with Robert Kraft. He's with the owner of the Sixers, so he's good financially. No one, okay, but when it comes to like your actual, how do people see you? You know, when they rub the glass, they clean the glass, and they look at you clearly. How do they feel about you? It's shaky for Meek still.
I think it just goes with the fact that he just Meek. I like Meek. I just don't think he's making great music.
It's not the level it could be.
That's how you bounce back from these things. You have to make, and you know, the Championships album was a really good album, and I think that's the one moment where we're like, oh shit, Meek's back. But everything else since then and kind of around then has been, it's just mediocre.
Yeah, bro.
Not for nothing. It's just mediocre.
The Championships was probably, in my opinion, probably his best album because it had it like everything all around, his biggest moments, and it had the bars. The rollout was good. I liked it.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite Meek album.
But then after that, it's like, damn, probably some mixtapes and shit. No,
yeah.
DC, what was it? DC 4, Dream Chasers 4
I'd
was
say
good.
Dream Chasers 1.
He had a lot of classic mixtapes, but now albums is like, and that expensive pain shit. It was like,
Came and went.
I don't know, bro. But it didn't happen with Pusha, obviously, because Pusha went below the belt. You can't lose per se, you know. And Pusha's music is fire always. So it's like you got the fire music. You don't got to stream. You don't got to be a top streamer, whatever. You're Pusha T. Like you drop, and it's like. Obviously, it's Coke bars. Obviously, he's older. Why is he still rapping about Coke? But I don't want him rapping about PBS or Teletubbies and shit. The fuck you want him to rap about? That's all he knows.
Almost every rapper pretty much raps about the same shit.
Yeah.
But I only feel like there's like 4 rappers that people complain about. Like him being, Push being one, the Baby kind of being one.
Yeah.
Wiz being one. And like pretty much all his weed rappers too. Like, like only those guys get kind of like what is every rapper out right now? Literally, they all rap about the same shit.
That's what they know.
Yeah, and I can't be mad at Push rapping amazingly each time. If it was getting whack,
it's in his name. His name stood, I believe, Push a Ton.
Push a Ton, yeah.
And he's just shorter-handed it now as Pusha T because he can't say Push a Ton. It's like, first of all, it looks bad on paper.
Yeah,
it reads bad. Push a Ton. It's too much.
Right.
Pusha T.
It's not marketable.
Yeah, Pusha T is more marketable. Like, he might have to change it out to Pushin' P. It's so damn close. There's got to be some legal problems there with that trademark. It's mad close to home. Pushin' P? Like, I thought it was like Pusha P shout out. Pusha T shout out at first.
I think what made Push like pretty much invincible in that beef is like he's very okay. Like unlike Meek, because Meek's a star. Not saying Push is not, but like Meek is definitely like on another level. He was at that. He was kind of at the cusp of like. Not as big as Drake, but fucking close.
He was big. He was big at the time.
Push has never really been looked at in that manner, and I don't think he needs that. He's not. This isn't a guy who makes hits. This isn't a guy who chases hits. This is a guy who just purely raps better than everyone else, and that's his MO. So it's like Drake can't hit him with the "I sell better than you" because Push is gonna be like, so like that shit don't matter. That shit matters with Meek, and that's what fucked Meek up. Meek up.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
That's a good point.
That's a fact. So comment down below. How do you guys feel in this theory, whatever rumor it might be? I am leaning towards it might be actual truth that Drake and Pusha T are squashing it. I'll tell you this much: it's definitely gonna help both of them marketing wise if they announce that or make it a part of their rollouts or whatever the case. Especially Pusha T, he doesn't need marketing, but if he wants to lean towards the marketing, lean towards that because it is true, you know. Or if it's a collab type shit, who fucking knows? But
maybe Drake fans will give him a chance.
Oh man,
maybe, like, you know what I mean?
Hopefully, because they're so one-sided with that shit. Because he did hit below the belt, so they want to ride for him. I get it, you know. But that shit was a crazy situation. Another wild situation happening right now with the godfather of podcasting, Joe Rogan, has been in the midst of the media. I feel like always, but now more than ever. And there's a theory people always allude to now, where it's like, ever since Trump kind of has left office, there's this sense where, like, especially like CNN and Fox News and like these media outlets aiming towards like, all right, who's our next like big guy that we can kind of take down? Because Joe Biden doesn't give us much. He barely does really much interviews, especially long form interviews. He's not like a media darling where he does trolling shit like Trump used to do. So now they use a lot of the Joe Rogan clickbait situations that happen all the time. And I do see that. It's arguable. I see both sides. I'm personally, I don't know how you guys feel all in here. I'm personally a fan of Joe Rogan. I listen to Joe Rogan a lot. All the time I listen to Joe Rogan. His podcast, he's the biggest podcast in the world, right? And it's not even necessarily for the clout or for the glitz and glam. It's just because he's arguably, if not the guy that's done it the longest, one of the people who have done it the longest. He's just always done it. He never stops. Like, he just keeps going, right? And it's not even no extra, like I said before, like there's no extra fancy, even the cameras are like more basic than ours. I feel like it's like 720p. Like, he doesn't even go crazy with it, right? but it's Joe Rogan. And I think a lot of people take away from that fact. He responded, 10-minute response on Instagram. Go to his Instagram page to watch it, Joe Rogan. And he never really responds to situations that happen in media with him. He kind of does allude to it during podcast episodes, but he won't have like a podcast segment on it. It'll just be if his guest brings it up, he'll talk about it, right? But he kind of ignores it because it's like, oh, so much, like it happens all the time, whatever. But I think this time around, it's gotten so interesting and so big. For those who don't know, to break it down in a short like summary. So what happened was Joe Rogan had, and we spoke about it before prior on previous episodes on Cap, where Joe Rogan had guests that were controversial due to the fact that they had a different stance than the majority of the public when it comes to vaccines, specifically vaccinations and stuff. And I got to tread lightly when I talk about this because last time around, the fucking podcast episode was like blocked on YouTube. Like, it's crazy. Like, really,
they don't fuck around.
They don't fuck around with this vaccine talk. So I gotta tippy toe around this, almost like how Joe Rogan does.
That's it, bro. That's it. They blocked it already.
Already done.
Delete the episode.
Yo, so the doctors, right? Let's just say they're very important doctors and they're respectable in their fields. They're very knowledgeable doctors, right? And they had their stance on the vaccine, everything that was happening with that, right? And it is happening right now, right? I guess let me say, just for YouTube, go get vaccinated. Let me just say that, I guess, because that way the video might not get it might get promoted now more if we say that, right? That's how YouTube seems to be, right?
Please put that in the title, please.
Yeah, we might have to. Yeah. Jesus Christ. But what's happening specifically is people are targeting the platform that Joe Rogan is on because they can target Joe Rogan, but they're like, all right, let's target the platform. He's not on YouTube no more. He has clips, but he has a deal with Spotify where the full podcast and everything he drops, every episode, is only on Spotify, full video and everything. Spotify didn't even have video on Spotify. They invented that just for Joe Rogan because he was like, I'll go to Spotify.
That's crazy.
If you guys give me video. And they were like, all right, we'll invent this. Let's get our tech. But at first it was laggy. Now it's flawless. You can watch videos on Spotify now, right?
Wow.
So now it helps them because now they can do music videos, whatever the fuck they want in the future. So Neil Young is an artist, specific artist. We might not even be familiar with him because he's not our generation. But he is Neil Young. And he's like an older artist. So summary is just that Neil Young and these older artists, specifically him, he kind of spearheaded the movement where they're like, we don't believe in Joe Rogan's stance, so let's not believe in Spotify. Take my music off Spotify. And I think he literally took his music off Spotify or something of that to that effect. To the point that Spotify's stock plummeted. It had a fucking effect, like, to the market, their actual market, because of Neil Young and people, and not just because directly Neil Young, but I guess people see that, and if you're an investor, you're like, hold up. Even if you believe in everything that Joe Rogan stands for, whatever, financially, you might be like, let me sell my stock now because this is not looking good for Spotify. It might be too controversial. So that happened, right? And Spotify now responded. They usually don't respond. Now they responded yesterday morning. They released a statement basically saying that they're going to do some changes to the platform where it's almost like a disclaimer before controversial guest is on or before specifically a COVID doctor-related guest is on, right? They're going to do disclaimers and things of that nature. But they're not going to really censor. They're still kind of siding with Joe Rogan, as they should, because you invested so much money into him. He's the fucking grandpapa of this shit. He can leave this shit any day.
That is like, fuck, like freedom of speech. He can say
whatever
the fuck he wants, bro.
The freedom of speech aspect, right?
You guys are going to come at him because what is he against it?
Not really, because that's the thing. He's Mr. like...
He's kind of neutral all the
time. He's neutral all the time. He's very clueless and like innocent.
Like, it's because like after all these years, I mean, he's been bringing so many like knowledgeable people. Is just you know, you think every time somebody's up there, everything he says is gonna be perfect. So then people forget that, and it's like now, I mean, like his past couple episodes, he has some like controversial things that it's like 50-50 where you're like, all right, I don't know if that's really true. So that's what's been like hurting him, is like it's been a consistent couple episodes where he's probably had a little bit of false information or wasn't like. Yeah,
it wasn't completely accurate. It could be questionable. It's like, it's not being backed up by maybe a rebuttal. And that's what he alluded to in his 10-minute response to summarize for people that they don't got to watch the 10 minutes. He basically said, first of all, he's a fan of Neil Young. He went on this whole long, at the end of the video, story about how he used to work at, what's that stadium that we went to? You probably went to too, that we saw TDE at, Mansfield. That's
Xfinity?
outside.
Gillette?
Xfinity.
Center. So he used to work there because he's from Boston. Joe Rogan. He used to work there years ago.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from Boston.
I did not know that.
Yes, he used to work there years ago. He's from Boston. He used to work security there, and he said that he would like watch shows and stuff. And he said he lost his job, I think, the night that Neil Young performed because he like snuck to watch his show, whatever. So he was basically saying he has nothing against Neil Young and gave like an actual personal story. Like, I love him so much that I risk my job for him. And I connected with the Mansfield thing because I'm like, yo, Mansfield, what the fuck? I watch shows there all the time. I love that stadium.
That's
so
nice.
it's like believable. Oh, wow, he worked security there. It makes sense. And aside from that, he'd stated where he agrees with Spotify where like, okay, you guys want to do that disclaimer shit? Let's do it. I agree with that, but I'm going to do my effort where I'm going to have rebuttal guests. If I have someone that might be pro this, I'm going to make sure to have someone that's against that, con this, but right after, like type shit. Let's have them closer together. And it's like, okay, I get that. I respect that more because there is some sense with Joe Rogan where he does do this and his diehard fans might argue it, whatever, but it is a fact. If you really pay attention to his content, it's true. Where he can be kind of like all over the place with the scheduling. He doesn't have like a proper team. He says it. He does all the scheduling himself and like Jamie. Like he doesn't have like an actual team that is like handling like we're gonna have this person this day, like a full on team. He doesn't do that. And he's so rich that he can. He can have 20 people doing that one thing. So it's like he just doesn't care. And that's why people also love him because he doesn't care. But it's like you've grown to be so big. Yes, you're a comedian, like fundamentally. So maybe okay, we shouldn't be taking you as serious per se. But if you have a serious ass guest and you have 40, 50 million people listening to you on a weekly basis.
Which is insane.
It's insane. On Spotify, not just YouTube. We're talking about Spotify. Yeah. So that's driving, like revenue, you're generating money, everything to Spotify, right? Making people use Spotify who don't even have Spotify. And people who have clips and they put it on YouTube and shit, I don't even know how they do it because you can't even screen record on Spotify. So like they're probably like stealing the shit. Like it's very dedicated, like you have to be a dedicated fan for Joe Rogan, and you also have to be dedicated to hate on him because to even take his content, you can't even post it, you can't screen record. So it goes to show you the power of Joe Rogan, right? But it's like add that power to the scheduling and be more organized, and everyone wins. There's nothing bad or wrong with that. Yes, you are Mr. I don't care. Let's just do it, free ball it, whatever. I love that. But let's be a bit more organized where, like he said, you can have a rebuttal guest. You know, you can have someone that is, you know, going to give you different perspective completely to that perspective. That way you get both sides of it, basically. And I think that's going to be interesting to see now going forward because if he said that, that's a promise he has to make, and how will his content change? As of now, his fans and me, specifically because I'm a fan as well, I agree with what he's saying. I understand that. It makes sense. I don't think he's like falling for the cause or sucking dick or like, because some people might think that they always do that sometimes with people who are like, oh, don't fall for it, Joe. Fuck him. No, I think he's doing what he needs to do.
Man, Spotify gave him $100 million.
Yeah,
he gonna figure this out.
And it's reportedly triple that. Like it might be 300 mil. Like who knows what the fuck it is. So it's like he has to polish it a little bit. Like he can do something like there's nothing wrong with that. Like he can still be him and still just polish that shit. Have a rebuttal guest. You know, approve the disclaimer. People do that all the time when like even some music videos, like if you have guns in a music video, these are props, blah, 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 caution, blah, 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 because you got to protect yourself legally as well, right? Obviously, this is not a free platform. It's not like YouTube and shit. It's more of like a private, not private, but still, it's still public, but you know what I mean. So you kind of get like, damn.
There's still limitations to all these things.
Exactly. And Spotify at the end of the day is, you know, their stock went down, it's going up, it's going to come back up to where it was, whatever, if it hasn't yet by now. But it's not like they're not looking at that like a little bit scared. Like, yo, we're okay, but what if this happens 10 more times? Like, are we going to survive? Like, what if this shit just tanks just because of fucking, what they call mob mentality online and people just to fucking save their money and this and that? It could get bad. It could get ugly quick for Spotify, right? So they are in a fishy water or whatever it's called. Fishy water. What do they say? Fucking troubled waters. They gotta be careful.
They gotta tread lightly.
Tread lightly. That's the word for the day. Tread lightly. But I don't know. I think that Joe Rogan. I'm gonna have more of an opinion on this fully once I see what happens. If he does do this changes and stuff. Because my thing is, I also don't want him to censor himself. I don't think he will. He basically said he's not going to in his response, but it could happen, even naturally. Because he's never responded. So him responding to me was like, whoa, damn, he might be now like feeling this feedback like too much. Like it might be taking a toll. Like actually, like okay, now he's starting to really care. Like
Spotify definitely called him.
I feel like that, right? Maybe like because they didn't mention him in their response, like I said, but someone had to call someone. The CEO, I forgot. I think Daniel Ek is his name. I think I want to say, they're up a couple billion, obviously, but hey, if you want to stay up, you got to re-up with the guy that's actually behind this actual influence. Because at the end of the day, they have other smaller podcasts. What is Joe Rogan?
That's the number one dude right there.
I feel like Joe Rogan could easily be like, peace, deuces, like, keep your money, whatever, or get a lawyer that might actually make him even get more money. Who knows, right?
And he could leave Spotify.
And just do his own shit. He might create his own website. He'll be successful regardless, right? But he did want to get the big bag. So if you signed on for this, you got to play by the rules per se.
Yeah.
Even though they don't have much rules, now they have new rules. You got to play by those new rules.
I mean, Joe Rogan, that's their number one guy. So, of course, they're not going to let him go right away. They're going to support him first and, say, like, all right, let's see what's going on because that's our moneymaker pretty much. But I think the disclaimer will solve
issues.
Pretty much what people are, like, complaining about is, like, false information. It's like, with the disclaimer, it's like, all right, you're watching stuff that's going to have facts, maybe now, like, you got a warning now. I think that solves a lot, man.
Yeah, I do. I think that too.
At the end of the day, people want to hate on him, they're still going to fucking hate on him. Yeah. Regardless of anything.
That's true.
Yeah, he's very hated on. Yeah, as much love as he gets, a lot of people hate Joe Rogan.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and if you watch his response, which I everyone out there who hasn't definitely do, it's like it gives you that vibe of like, why would someone hate this guy? Like he's very like innocently saying like, I be wrong, like I'm wrong, like I'm an idiot type of thing. Like, and he says that a lot on his podcast. Like, I'm an idiot. Don't think me. Like, don't believe in me. But it's like, if you have so many people listening to you, there's gonna be, even if it's not the majority, the minority that are gonna believe it no matter what, are big enough to affect shit like the fucking Spotify stock market. And because your audience is so big. Yes, he has a major impact. He's almost like with the Oprah, like when Oprah has like the books, like she picks the books, or like Oprah's holiday gift of the year or whatever. These books and these brands blow up. If you're on Joe Rogan's podcast, there's a overnight effect to your brand, to your book, to your movie, whatever you're doing. It happens all the time. And even if there's not directly to what you do, it makes you do something new. If these people now want to start a podcast or something or be on YouTube, they're known like, hey, they were on Joe Rogan. Let's subscribe. And their subscribers go up. And their viewership goes up. And their listening goes up. And a lot of people now are like from that Joe Rogan umbrella. Like there's a lot of big podcasts like the Two Bears in One Cave, like all these comedians doing their own podcasts. They're from the Joe Rogan umbrella. Theo Von, the Bobby Lees, like, and there's a big podcast. We might not know about them because they're not really like in our culture and like we don't talk about them. But if you go and check their numbers, huge in the comedy world, huge podcast is because of Joe Rogan. So his impact, without even him being tied financially to these people, it's almost like Gucci Mane or something. Like you have these influencers, these babies in the game. You could have signed them. People know that they're tied to you, but they're not signed to you at all. So you're not even tied financially because you're such a good person. Like I don't need no money off them. Young Thug's my son. I don't gotta be signed to Young Thug. But I made him. It's like that, and that's how it is with Joe Rogan. Yeah. So someone so powerful like this, it's like that's why and there's a lot of bias amongst the community of these people as well. Like no matter what he does, sometimes they do ride for him because like they're his OG, right? But I do think that sometimes that can be faulty. Like they do gotta sometimes be like, yo, but I guess kind of see both sides, even though sometimes I am going to agree with like the questionable side. I hate it. Like when people come at Joe Rogan on Twitter and shit, it'd be like, what the fuck? Like they be so wrong and shit, in my opinion. But it's like, it is one clip out of 3-hour podcast. His should be 3-4 hours.
Yeah. Like
3-4 hours minimum. Like all the time. Like it's,
and not for nothing. I feel like the biggest thing with Joe Rogan is like, he's just asking the questions that he feels like most people want to hear. Like he never really mentions his stance on things. Like I don't really know what his opinions on a lot of things are. I just know that he directs the conversation. He invites people a lot smarter than him about said conversation and just asks very regular questions and tries to, not regular, he's asking like obviously like important shit, but he's just trying to break it down for the regular person. I feel like that's his role at this point. So I don't think he's spreading information. It's just on his platform.
People kind of making it seem like he's their news outlet type.
Yeah, he's not CNN. He's fucking Joe Rogan. He's just a guy who knows a lot of dope people, who is well versed in a lot of just conversing with people. So and he just lets people. He leads the conversation.
And,
so I don't know.
And it's interesting because I feel like he could do like a CNN or something. Like he could do so much, right? He could do his own platform. He could do a lot of different things, right? And he'll be very successful. But then now, with like how everyone feels so strongly about him, regardless, I think before that he wasn't gonna do it. He seems like I just want a podcast for life, and that's all I want to do. Podcasts, UFC. I think 10 fights a year he does on the contract. He does commentating for 10 fights only. So like
only in America too, I think.
Yeah, and he doesn't travel, and he does what is it? He does obviously comedy tours, but whenever he wants, like he opens up for Dave Chappelle, selective with it, right? So if he does all that, and it's like, okay, maybe he might not want to do like his own brand or his own company. He doesn't have nothing. He doesn't have like his own anything. Right now I think he's doing his own comedy store in Texas where he lives now. But other than that, he doesn't have like nothing, like a line of clothing, nothing. It's just his podcast. So it's like, it's crazy, but it shows you like that's all he really cares about. And it's like, I don't know. It's just weird talking about him because people feel so much fucking strong opinions. But I like the guy. Am I a fucking bad person? Am I a bad person because I like Joe Rogan?
You might be canceled.
Am I gonna be canceled now?
You might be canceled.
Man.
It's like, why the fuck I gotta toe the fucking line and walk on eggshells when I'm talking about this guy? Joe, come on the pod. No, he's not gonna come on here. He doesn't fucking care.
Invite us over there.
Hey, shit. He did have Freddie Gibbs on randomly. Like he has random like people on his podcast.
There you go, bro. You want the most random of the random?
Joe's tapped in, man. He be having some really interesting guests, and it's crazy for every like. He began like it be celebrities trying to go on his show too. Like I don't know if you peeped on his response. The Rock was like, "I gotta come on the show one day."
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Like just casually have the Rock commenting.
I'd probably listen to that one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's long overdue.
We never hear the Rock like speak to people.
That's long overdue. And Joe will ask him about like the beef with Vin Diesel because Joe talks about that a lot, like the beef with Vin Diesel and stuff. So he'll probably ask him about it. He'll talk about it. Drink some Terramana. It'll be dope marketing.
Have you tried Terramana?
Oh, I love it.
It's fire.
I love it.
So Edwin drinks. I saw he brings every
Oh my
time.
God,
Yeah.
That's Mr. Terramana.
And it's affordable.
It's very affordable. It's very good.
As of now, he might sell the company. It might not be affordable no more, but who knows? That's what happened with George Clooney and Casamigos. Like that shit went up, but it's still
That's
affordable.
crazy that
George Clooney's behind that.
That's crazy.
But that's why so many people. Kevin Hart, I think yesterday announced he's doing his own tequila now. We might have to drop one next month because at this point, it's
everyone
like,
has
what
a
the fuck?
tequila.
Just squeeze some fucking. How do they make tequila? Squeeze something.
There's them plans. The plans.
It's too hard then. We're good. We'll just sell some
shit.
water. But moving on, another breaking news story as of today. Sony has bought Bungie. Bungie, for those who don't know.
What a clapback.
What is Bungie? I guess. I know what it is, but I don't want to say it wrong.
So
it's like
they're independent video game company. Well, they were independent prior to being bought for Sony. They're most notable for doing pretty much all the original Halos.
Yes.
And then they did Destiny 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
that's
Sony,
pretty much what I know about.
Sony has
Massive
bought them.
games.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Sony
no,
has
Halo is the when you think of Xbox, you think of
You
Halo.
think Halo.
You know, that's like the top 5
You think
mentioned
Halo.
game.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I never got into Halo, but I will admit that, yes.
Yeah, bro. Halo's that's
Halo's fun.
Xbox. The face of Xbox at one point is like arguably now back again.
It's on
obviously.
everything, bro. There's always a collab with them.
Yeah.
The new Xbox Halo edition.
Yeah.
The old one Halo edition. There's so
So now we have
everything.
Halo is on Xbox, which is Microsoft, but now Microsoft's competitor directly is Sony because of the PlayStation. Xbox versus PlayStation, Bloods versus Crips, right? That's how we look at it. And now we have Bungie buying Sony buying Bungie, right? So they purchased Bungie, but on the supposedly they're not giving them Halo, or what is this? Would you read, Erlen?
The contract, so since Bungie has games with Xbox, they gave them the free will to decide whether or not they want to like continue,
exclusive?
continue having multi-platform games.
Mm-hmm.
So they can either, probably not Halo. Halo will probably still just stay Xbox.
Because I don't think they do Halo anymore.
No. They released the last one. Bungie, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bungie, no.
Because I don't think Bungie does like more
yeah.
recent Halo. I think.
I think they just stayed with the Destiny after.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But Destiny was big too.
They gave them their free will of saying like, all right, you was an Xbox platform before, a Microsoft platform before. You can still decide whether or not your games is gonna be for both. So that's pretty much
Okay.
Which is cool, is understandable because Microsoft did the same thing with Activision. They bought Activision, but they're not gonna make it an Xbox exclusive. You feel me? They're still gonna let it be on PlayStation, and I think like the next 3 or 4 Call of Duty games, which are made by Activision, are still gonna be like they still have the contract with Sony where it's like
they're gonna let it end there, like where it's everywhere.
Right, yeah, they have to honor it.
Yeah, so like obviously they already had they had the contract already where like even when there's like betas and shit like that, PlayStation gets it first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's gonna happen for like the next 3-4 years, but you know Activision is still gonna make it for Xbox and Sony and all that shit.
They're not gatekeeping the content.
Microsoft bought a lot of fucking what are these shits called, yo? Why can't I think of the fucking word?
Well, like packages?
No, companies?
I guess you can say companies, but it's like a specific word.
Developers?
Developers. They bought so many fucking game developers right now. It's fucking ridiculous.
They've been wilding.
It's fucking ridiculous.
These people are very rich, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Bungie was like 3.6 billion, and they're just saying it like it's like a bread toast. Nothing, like it's just nothing. It was breakfast. Like, what? What is going on?
Well, and the Activision deal was like, what, 17? No.
Yeah, Activision had to be bigger because Activision has bigger games.
68
billion?
Bill.
That makes. I mean, Call of Duty alone.
What the fuck?
Call of Duty alone probably brings.
I thought it was just a Crash Bandicoot.
No, I mean, yes,
because I remember there was like the head of Activision or whatever the fuck it was. He was like joking around. We were trying to make it 69, you know, because of the number or whatever. But we left it at 68 type shit.
They got some clowns.
Or I was gonna be 70 and they left it at 69, some shit like that.
That's insane.
Trying to be sexual with it. It was wrong.
Listen, all I ask is for Microsoft to make fucking Call of Duty a better game because
it's been falling off lately.
It's just fuck,
I like the new Halo a lot.
I haven't played it yet.
Elon Musk tweeted, I think, last night he's been playing Halo. He likes the campaign a lot. The campaign's fire, bro.
Okay, it's very nostalgic. Like,
I like
if you like the old Halo 3, 2 vibes. Like
that,
I haven't downloaded it. I'm gonna check it out.
Now we have the Halo show dropping on Paramount Plus in March. So
they're gonna drop a show?
Yeah, it's a series. So it's gonna be Halo's year.
I saw
it's time for Halo to come back.
I saw The Rock too, actually.
What's up with The Rock?
They think, since we was talking about him, I think he might make a movie, a Call of Duty movie starring him too. I seen
he wears brown shirt.
They might have to keep that movie. Goddamn, Rock is in everything.
What kind of movie would that be though?
What the fuck?
Just like another war movie.
It'd be a Rock movie.
Yeah, it's a war movie.
It'd be a war movie with The Rock.
Fire.
If they do it to like one of the campaigns of the Call of Duty campaigns, it could work. The Black Ops campaigns were good.
Call of Duty campaigns are good.
Modern Warfare was good.
Yeah.
Call of Duty campaigns are good.
Even when like the online be iffy, the campaigns be good.
Yeah.
No, campaigns
well written.
are fire.
I feel like it was Modern Warfare. I was like emotionally tied to that story. I was like, oh my god, like the ending with the guy. I'm
MW2.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh my god, I was like, what the fuck? It made me emotional.
Call of Duty has good ass fucking campaigns, and it's a great game. It's just right now the state of it is fucking buns, bro. It is bad. It is very.
I feel like it's because they drop every year, yo. Like if you look,
well,
at
that's
all
what
the
they
games,
also said.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Right now that Microsoft bought like Activision, they were hinting at the fact that there's a very good chance that Call of Duty isn't going to be every year anymore.
That'd be good though.
Yeah.
I think for like
that's how it has to be.
It should
they need
be.
to polish.
Give it a break.
And it's like when they drop, it's like there isn't as much issues like let's say Battlefield for say, because when you think about like Call of Duty, Battlefield is like the competitor.
Yeah.
And me myself, I fucking love Battlefield. Like I would say back in the day, I would prefer Battlefield over Call of Duty because it has so many other things.
I feel like it was better graphics back then.
Better graphics, just like the destruction of the environment and everything like that is dope as fuck. You feel me? It feels so much realistic.
Yeah.
But EA just fucks up everything.
EA Sports.
Yeah, they fuck up everything.
Everything, bro.
But it's like, you know, they just need to step this shit up, man. They just really need to. Because right now the state is so fucking bad. It's like they finally introduced anti-cheat shit, and it's not even fully working. It's still fucking up the game. It's just so fucking bad.
Let's not get Marlon get into his gaming bag.
Bro, I haven't even been playing it. I would
anti-cheat?
Yeah.
Anti-cheat.
Yeah, I would play it like pretty much every day. I haven't even been playing it.
Just not a lot of competitors.
So aggravating.
These companies don't have a lot of competitors like 2K.
They're buying them.
It's like yeah, bro. It's like becoming like almost like a monopoly type of thing.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be two big dogs and that's it. Like obviously, Nintendo is Nintendo. Obviously
they're not competing directly,
but like they're not directly competing with none of these. You know, they're in their own lane.
Nintendo's their own lane.
Their own content. You want Mario, bitch? You gotta come over here.
Nintendo.
And I hate that kind of because I'm like, fuck. like I would love to play like at least like fucking. Oh my
I need
God.
every system to play.
It's annoying, bro. But it's like I get
So
it.
you get a PC. You
Well,
get
you
a
can
PC
play-
emulator.
True.
You play anything.
But it has like good memory. You can save everything too. Like
yeah.
your
Yeah.
I had to veer towards that more
PC, man.
because man, it's
PC.
like yo.
I haven't transitioned yet. I know eventually I will.
I can't do it.
You see,
I'm a
I've tried.
that
I've
keyboard
tried.
shit bothers me.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Well, you can connect the controller to it. I have a built PC for this. Like I legit
shit.
built my PC for this
I'm
shit.
telling you, let's not let him get into his bag. He knows about this shit. This
Nice.
is
I can
him.
tell.
And like I can't, man, because it's like when you're on it, keyboard and mouse, there's so much advantage over controller. Yeah, like
Because
so
it's built
much.
for that.
You can
Yeah.
play against a PC player, you're gonna get shit on.
Oh,
yeah, facts. No, they go crazy.
1,000%. They will make you their
It's just
bitch.
more responsive. It's more like
You
to
just
do
have
it.
so much fucking room.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know what I'm
boom.
saying? But it's like, I don't know, man. It's like overwhelming.
Yeah, man.
It really
it's
is.
crazy. So it's crazy right now. Sony versus Microsoft. The war continues. Who will win the fight?
Microsoft's washing them right now.
Yeah,
not
to
gonna
be
lie to you.
honest, yeah,
Yeah.
with that Game Pass shit, it's crazy, bro.
Like, I have both. I
Bro.
play my PS5 a bit more just because like I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But like
I have
Yeah.
both as well. I play Xbox more because there's a lot of PlayStation games that caught my attention. I legit bought my PS5 just to play Ratchet and Clank. Haven't touched it ever since I beat that game.
and that's a problem. There's no games.
Oh,
on
you
PS5.
beat it? I'm stuck
Yeah.
on one level.
Bro,
I'm frustrated.
I legit, you know what I use my PS5 for? I'm gonna sound like a dickhead for saying this. I use it
Porn?
to charge my Xbox controller. That's what I use it
It's an
for.
expensive USB.
Legit, that's an expensive.
wild.
But you want? This is what I was gonna say though. Remember at first, like when the PS5 and sorry, when the PS5 and Xbox were like dropping and shit.
yeah,
Xbox were easier to get than PS5s. It's
Yeah.
the complete opposite right now.
yeah.
Our Xbox is harder to get.
Xbox are
Yeah.
they've been dropping
Same.
less, and they've been
Interesting.
harder to get than the PlayStation. PlayStation,
The X.
the X, the Series X.
Series
You can find the S at stores
Anywhere.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. But like legit, like the PS5 still resells for more, but
Yes,
the Xbox has been not. It hasn't been produced as much as like the
there's less
PS5.
quantity
Yeah,
in general.
it's been so.
Sony has more access to that chip, though. Is that why?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
A chip shortage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which you
that
would think it
pandemic
would be
shit.
the opposite because Microsoft PCs.
You would
all
think
this
that,
shit.
right?
You would think that
Yeah.
shit, but
Yeah.
Bill Gates is gatekeeping that shit,
It's
eating
crazy.
them chips up like
It's
potatoes.
crazy. So yeah, man, that whole console game shit is a crazy war.
No, yeah, that's crazy, man. So it's gonna continue next week. We probably have another news. Fucking Sony buys 2K. Whoa, like what the fuck, bitch? Like everyone.
I heard that was a possibility.
If they did that, maybe the game would be phenomenal because EA's fucking up everything.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
EA is EA NBA Live.
That's NBA
Yeah,
Live.
but-
2K is
yeah.
Take Two, I think.
2K Sports, yeah, Take Two.
Take Two
Yeah.
Interactive. Or
Is
some
it
shit?
Take Two now?
It's Take
I
Two.
think so.
They
Because,
always-
Yeah,
I
they've
know
always
EA. I
been
know it
Take
used to
Two.
be
EA
EA.
has
EA
NBA
does NBA Live,
though.
yeah.
Okay,
But they haven't
okay.
dropped that live in 2
In
years.
couple-
now.
yeah,
Like,
2019.
there's no competitors.
3
for-
years.
like,
They be
2K,
they be trying with the live.
and they
It's
can't.
decent,
You
but it's like
you can't compare to 2K. Like 2K
Yeah.
has been crazy, man.
2K at this point is just like, I forget. I was doing like my career and like I forget who said it, but they were just basically like, this is like Sims for like adult males, and that's like I feel like 2K spends so much time on that and not the
I've heard
actual
that.
like gameplay of like
I
basketball.
don't play 2K, but I've seen like snippets like you can like you have like what like cars or like houses and like animals and shit like that.
You can like,
Well, yeah.
You're in like the city. You can go to like the store and buy sneakers and shit and all
Yeah.
that. Like, and that shit's cool. Like, don't get it wrong. But the
Probably-
gameplay's awful.
People play it probably just for that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, nah.
that's
People
the
go
way a
crazy
lot of people
online.
interact with that more than anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
They go viral with like live streams and shit because of that. But even the big time gamers in 2K the community, they hate 2K. Like the new one, they're already trashing it. I think the new one's gonna come out. They're already trashing it or some shit like that. They already know it's bad.
Bro, honestly, you would think, at least for me, like I said, I'm not a 2K player or anything like that,
Mhm.
but for me, the graphics lately have looked horrendous. I don't know if I'm just tweaking or.
Well, I'm a big 2K player. Like on the professional side,
Mhm.
like they have an NBA 2K league, which
Mhm.
is pretty much you playing for the Celtics, the Lakers, fucking Grizzlies got a team, the Kings, like official NBA teams
It's crazy.
are sponsoring the
Mhm.
NBA 2K league, and like
Wow.
with a controller, you can really play for a professional team.
Yeah.
And it sucks because now that we have this esports for 2K or like all these games where like these companies are willing to put money behind it.
Mhm.
These games just want that money. They don't care about like the people really as much, like the professionals, you know, that promote these games, like everything is really, as long as they get their bag, they're gonna put something out that the movement seems all right. Change a couple of animations and fuck it. Next,
and they get
the next bag. Yeah, no competitors. So like, 2K is legit.
So like, fuck it. We're putting out the game. Up to you guys if you can make it work for yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's gonna sell because it's like, you know,
nothing else.
There's literally like people who play 2K like religiously. That's like the only shit that they play.
Yeah.
Like if like a lot of the people I know that play 2K, that's all they play.
I've heard.
All year round until the new one comes out.
Yeah.
And they'll complain about it. They'll talk shit about it, but they spend real money to like get VC and shit. It's crazy.
It's still the next.
That's like people who like they just play Call of Duty the whole fucking time.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. And that goes with the whole dropping yearly. I know with sports they kind of have to drop yearly just because like how.
Right.
You know, like
or they can fucking press one button and update the whole
fucking
thing. That's what they should be doing.
Yeah. And they do update everything daily. So I mean, technically we don't need a yearly sports game.
It's just getting money, bro.
It's just hiring developers. Like they don't want to spend the money to hire developers. That's the main problem.
I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I guess.
I don't know.
I mean, listen, as a 2K fan, I would love for them to make the game better. But on the business tip, I know as long as they're making money, which they are,
right?
They don't give a shit.
I don't know. I remember back in the day, like EA games was just like it was massive, like Call of Duty tournaments and like Fortnite tournaments and all that shit was like huge.
Yeah,
I don't hear a lot about it now though.
Probably because of COVID too, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that definitely slowed down like in-person gaming like experiences.
The last time I remember when shit used to go crazy was when Fortnite fucking dropped. If you remember that, it was like massive. Remember like Travis Scott playing with that famous fucking Twitch streamer, and then all of this shit. It was massive.
that
Ninja?
Yeah,
massive. And now I don't really hear it that much, honestly.
Let's listen. But if what's his name, 2K Johnny or some shit, 2K.
Oh, Ronnie
2K Ronnie. If you're watching, send some fucking 2K over here. Send some unreleased cover art, some shit. Let's get some fucking 2K sponsorships going over here, because goddamn it, we need it. But it's crazy, man. Moving on. Let's run by what time? Where are we on time wise, Marlon?
1:41.
1:41. All right, that's fine. Moving on. A couple more topics on the podcast. We don't gotta be heavy on these, even though they are heavy. So it's gonna be hard not to. That's the thing about this. I love talking. Janet Jackson documentary. For those who don't know, Janet Jackson has a documentary out right now. There's 4 parts. Any of you guys watched it?
I watched it today.
I watched it.
You watched it fully?
I watched it.
All 4 episodes.
I watched it. Yeah.
Oh, you watched it too?
Yeah. You sent me it yesterday. I was like, yeah.
So Janet Jackson, for those who don't know, first of all, you're living under a rock.
I'm just like, I don't know. Like,
who's that?
Who is that? Michael Jackson? Yes, Michael Jackson's sister.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't know? Wow. Yes, but Michael Jackson's sister has a documentary, which I love. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys felt about it overall, but 4 parts is on Lifetime, and I believe A&E as well, the channel A&E.
Okay.
So you can watch them on both of those. But this is the first time that she has had like an official sort of documentary at all about herself. And it's literally called Janet Jackson. Like, it's nothing like Janet Jackson, the life of blah, blah, blah. It's Janet Jackson. Like, that's it, period. Yeah. Right? So it goes literally from her childhood into more recent now having a child. Literally from child to generational documentary.
That's
right?
Crazy when you put it like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It started like that, ends like that. But now her having a child, right? Even though at the end though, she didn't show the husband nor the child. Like visually, like they didn't want to. I guess probably to protect them.
I don't think she's with her husband with
the husband, right?
I don't think so.
Because I know, so they probably didn't want to update it with that either.
Like, it's still continuing on that.
Probably because I do remember recently, coincidentally, because now they're talking about it because of the documentary Jermaine Dupri, where there were people were like, oh, it went like viral like in the recent years, like Jermaine Dupri, get back with her, blah, 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 because she went through the divorce. And people were like, oh, Jermaine Dupri, get back with her now. What are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn. So I watched the documentary.
Do you fumble her?
Yeah, that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
Wow.
Bro, and that's the thing. So this documentary gave a lot of perspective on Janet Jackson's career, specifically what she went through, both being obviously a part of the Jackson family, that alone, right? And the youngest one, right? The youngest one of all of them.
The baby.
And also what she went through as a female when it came to these relationships that she was a part of in the public eye. You know, fucking DeBarge, like out DeBarge, like what the and this guy was a drug addict, and then The second guy that she was with all the time, Renee, for like a decade plus.
Her videographer,
recording everything.
I feel like her muse, really.
Yeah, like majority of the documentary, I think it was his footage. Like they kept using his footage. Yeah. So it was like this guy's another guy that was struggling with drugs, and then she never did. Like she never was like a part of like we have the controversy that the media portrayed with the fucking nipple slip, but she never had a controversy herself. Like she never had like a drug abuse, nothing. And it's like when you look back at it, it reminded me of like, damn, like there's not really much people like this. Like this is someone that needs to be appreciated. She always was regarded as a legend, I feel like.
Fact.
But I feel like the younger generation, like mine and probably a bit younger, probably look at her obviously more for just, oh, she's Michael Jackson's sister. She's a legend just because of that. Like, okay. Mm-hmm. But then when you break it down, like, holy shit, hold up. These are the first 3, 4, 5 albums, number ones, Diamond, like. Yeah. What the fuck is this?
She's different.
This is different. This is a different level of like musicianship. Like this, she's a high, and also generationally is like, you take away Janet Jackson, you don't have no one. You don't have Beyonce. You don't have Mariah Carey. You don't have Rihanna. Like what the fuck?
Yo, nah.
And it's like people forget that.
She's the one, bro.
Yeah.
People forget that.
Yeah. And she's an actor too. Like the documentary made me learn a lot of I didn't know how in her bag she's been her whole life. Like
the thunder and rain.
Like what type of artist she was. Like really.
From 7 to she's like 55 now.
Yeah.
So from 7 to now, she's to
having a kid at 50.
Yeah, insane.
Crazy.
Traveling the world for doctors and stuff to make sure her health was right, and she had a healthy child at 50 years old.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Because obviously there's men who have it because men. We're just shooting sperm at the end of the day.
Yeah, we don't have to carry the baby for 9 months.
The women are carrying the baby for 9 months and pushing the baby out or getting cut open. Either way, it's brutal. God bless them. They're super powerful women.
Yes.
Superhuman.
Now, women are great.
Yes. And we have her at 50 years old. Just, I don't know if she probably had a C-section. I'm pretty sure. If she pushed him out, she might be bulletproof.
And then she went on tour like
superhero.
6 months later.
Went on tour oh my God. And listen, Beyonce, you're Beyonce, right? You did your thing. She's the queen bee.
For sure.
But Janet Jackson did this tour at 50 years old after giving birth. This shit is like not really spoken about. And I think that this documentary is now giving highlight to this sort of unspoken, unlike discussed sort of topic of her legacy. And it's rightfully so, man. Like it put it in so much perspective for me. Like, God damn it. Like this is crazy. And it's coincidental. Like, what the fuck? She also is like the male version of that with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like we discussed
100%.
it before, where it's like no one's like bigger than Mike, and now we have his sister. You know, it might be arguable, obviously, overall, but if you watch the documentary, it's like how can you argue that, right? But overall, especially my generation, like who's that female version of that? And overall, even just she crosses genres and fucking genders is Beyonce. Beyonce's Beyonce
for sure.
She's top dog. But then you have the influence right here. And I don't know, I would have to probably sit down and look at it like number-wise and break it down, whatever. It might be Beyonce bigger number-wise. I don't know, like statistically and shit.
I actually don't know.
Right? Like, because this documentary fucking everything up for me. I'm like,
her numbers were insane.
10 million, 14 million. I'm like, God damn.
It was like over 70 mil, like even
180 million albums overall. Like, what the fuck?
Albums sold, like that's legit copies.
And this is way pre-streaming.
Yeah.
This is like
usually you hear that about like a label.
Physical copies.
Yeah.
Usually you hear that about like a label, like a Young Money, like Birdman, but like we sold 150 million.
Yeah, she did shit by herself.
She did that shit by herself.
Yeah.
Crazy.
One human. Her net worth right now, you look it up, is like 190 million. What the fuck?
It's crazy.
What the fuck? And like, I feel like it's not really spoken about. It's weird.
There's a lot of it's weird, man. I feel like there's like such a weird asterisk with all the Jacksons just because of like everything that happened with Michael and you know, obviously with Janet with the Nipplegate or whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know. She's a legend, bro.
Yeah,
and it's like, and she's a young legend. She's only 50 something. She's my mom's age. You know what I mean? Like she's still very much here, so we can appreciate her, which is crazy.
And her face, you look at her, she looks 25.
Yo,
Botox, whatever it was.
Yo, I never realized how much her and Michael look like. They're siblings,
identical.
So but yo, I'm watching this documentary. I'm like, damn.
Especially prior to Michael's nose job.
Facts.
Identical.
There's moments where like they're showing clips of her dancing. I'm like, oh shit, that's Michael. And I'm like, oh, never mind. That's
identical. Soft spoken like Michael.
Yeah.
Little soft voice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that shit gave me chills. I'm like, God damn.
Yo, not for nothing. Imagine just really being like looking at Joe Jackson and being like, yo, 2 of my kids are the GOATs, arguably. You can't argue Michael. He's a fucking GOAT.
Yeah.
Now two of his kids are GOATs, and not all of them have gone platinum, gold.
Yeah.
Like 5 of them are in the Rock and Roll Hall of. That's insane, bro.
Because even that reminded me watching that documentary, like how big the Jackson 5 were. Like I knew they were big, but then it reminded you, like, damn, hold up, they were like the Beatles big.
No, they were
like,
huge.
They were huge.
They were humongous, bro.
They were like huge.
Yeah.
And it's like, goddamn, like this, it's like unseen. Like this family, the whole trajectory has been unseen.
We'll never see anything like that again.
Never again. Like the first family in music to take over music, and it's never gonna be seen again, right? Because who will? Like,
and they did this at a crate. Like they did this like during like this is 60s, 70s, 80s. This is like during like peak racism. Like
they were the first family to move into
California, I think,
in Encino Hills in California, in that neighborhood, and they would be called the N-word every time, and they would be going to school, and they would rub their skin like does that come off?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. And at these crazy times, these guys are making the most insane music.
That's what was happening.
That's crazy.
And then, the only thing with me, it was always just gonna be like a weird like question mark. Is obviously Michael Jackson in his skin. To me, I was like, because it didn't get addressed here. Obviously, it didn't need to be. But then it's like, I feel like I never got a clear answer with that. Like
I think it was.
They said it was illness.
It was like vertigo.
Vertigo.
Yeah.
But like
he
never seen nobody like this like go through that again. I feel
like a super rare like skin disease. I have a theory that like they were just giving him wild types of drugs, yo. Like throughout his whole life, like like very similar to like maybe the Britney Spears thing, where there was a lot of people in a circle having him do fucked up shit.
Okay.
Probably surgery and shit. His like, yo, honestly,
it could have been
a pure Michael Jackson documentary would be crazy because his life is fucked. Like,
because it did a Neverland ran shit, but it was like more of like a
just about
allegations,
about allegations, but a pure documentary on just like his life and all the fucked up shit he went through. Mike went through some fucked up shit. 2 episodes of the Janet Jackson episode of the Janet Jackson documentary were pretty much like how does she deal with
Michael Jackson,
this and that. Like that's crazy.
And she had to prove that, and I would imagine obviously it's like. She has to be like, of course, because it's like, how can you not talk about? It's obviously your documentary, Janet, but hey, it's you're Michael's sister. You guys are like joined at the hip, legacy wise. So it's like we have to discuss.
Can't avoid that.
You can't avoid.
That's probably why she took so long to do it, honestly.
Probably, and I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, man. And it goes to show you, like I said earlier, the shit she went through. It makes me respect her even more, and it makes me question these guys. What's up with Jermaine Dupri? The fuck? And his thing, which I feel bad for. He said it right, but I feel like he should have been like, yo, let me redo this because it looks so like, what do you call like what's it called, misogynistic or like just like male.
Oh, he's being reckless.
Yeah, like a reckless. Like I'm a man. I was a man at the time, and being with her brought more girls around. Like more girls wanted to be around me because I was with Janet. And it's like, yes, bro, but damn, man, like, fuck.
That's the thing you gotta fight.
That's a fumble, bro.
It's a huge
Janet
fumble.
Jackson, dog.
And she looks good.
Yeah,
she's
probably compared to the girls that was coming up to him, she was probably,
she
of course,
had
the
body.
top.
It's Janet Jackson, bro.
Yeah, no.
Body, bro. I don't even want to talk about it.
I mean, but not for nothing, though. Like, we got to remember this is also prime Jermaine Dupri. This is Usher's by Usher's out, and he's dated arguably one of the illest in the game, and he's killing shit in Atlanta. It's different, bro. I don't know if y'all been to Atlanta. It's different out there. So
something is.
I can understand. I can understand what happened, but shit, that's a wild bag to fall. I could honestly though in that the way they talked about each other, like Janet said not one bad thing about Jermaine. I think he can get his old thing back.
Because she even said, like, when he talked about the cheating, she kind of, like, said, it wasn't just that, though.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
I was like, damn.
Bro. I mean, aside from the cheating, it was just, like,
time.
She had the problem, was that he worked too much. He was just never there with her. And
she's going through her shit, too. Like, the allegations happening, the Justin Timberlake thing happening.
The timing might not have been right.
Yeah.
But you can rekindle that.
I think Jermaine's going to get his old thing back,
Listen,
bro.
Jermaine, we got to see that happen. If you do the verses with Diddy, walk out with Janet Jackson.
That's a W right there.
You win the fucking battle.
W right there.
What the fuck is Diddy? God bless. I don't want to, but hey.
That'd be a good versus.
Diddy might walk out with City Girl, Miami. He might with Miami. He's with
Miami. He's with Miami. Sorry.
He might walk out with Miami.
Uzi's with JT.
Yeah, Uzi's with JT. He might walk out with Miami, but that's Janet Jackson. There wouldn't be no Young Miami without Janet Jackson. Sorry. So it's like it's a different bracket, JD. So that might happen. So it's gonna be interesting. I love that documentary. Go watch it if you guys haven't yet. It's out for free. Everyone can watch it. It's a timeless thing, something you can revisit with the family or just by yourself. Especially if you're a guy, like watch that by yourself, buddy, because it's some smoke in there.
Jan is different, man. Yeah. Like Jan is different.
Janet is Jackson.
Yeah. Very inspirational, very empowering. You know,
it just also just shows how crazy like the Jackson. Like I can't stress that enough. How ill that family is.
Yeah.
Bro, built different.
Honestly.
Built different.
Crazy.
Moving on. You guys, no one in here watched Ozark then?
Nah.
No. Not even one season. You motherfuckers.
No. Should have brought my mom. She would have.
Your mom watched Ozark?
She
Ozark.
She loves that.
You got to have his mom as a special guest next.
Jesus.
Just Ozark talk. I'll start it tonight, though.
God damn.
I'll see what's up with it, yeah.
Because everyone's excited that it's back. I don't know. I just haven't watched it.
Let me give a no spoiler review, I guess. I love the new season 4. But the thing is, it's season 4, part 1. There's still more season coming. 7 more episodes coming in May, I want to say.
Oh, that's quick.
So I think Netflix basically didn't want to cut the full bag and give them another season. They were like, we're going to give you the final season, but let's cut it up into 2 seasons. But it's 1 season. Yeah. So it's part 1 and part 2. More suspense. And it's like, it works because if you're watching it and you're at this episode now with the white girl, Ruth, going crazy, it's like, whoa, it's a cliffhanger. It makes perfect sense to end it here and I'll pick it up. But if there wasn't, it would have been frustrating. Like, you can't end this season here. So now it makes sense. There's a part 2 coming, right? But aside from that, Jason Bateman, the main character and the main actor, I believe he's the one that created the show. He's like the main person behind the show.
Oh, that's dope.
And he's a comedian. He's from Horrible Bosses. Like, he's a comedian. He's a comedic actor, and he's very funny. And you never would expect him to do like a serious role like this. And he killed it. First episode was amazing. First season was amazing. And it's a hit series. I think, in my opinion, the best Netflix show. I put Ozark 1, and I put Mindhunter number 2.
I haven't watched that one either.
And I'm talking about Netflix originals.
Got you.
Not like you can go on Netflix and watch, because people were like, I think some people said on Twitter, and people were like, Breaking Bad doesn't exist. Breaking Bad is an AMC show,
it's been on TV
and they got licensed to Netflix.
Yeah.
Licensing needs to be defined to a lot of people that don't know what the fuck it is, but it's a real thing. Just because you see something, I could watch Seinfeld on Hulu. Hulu was not... Seinfeld is from a different whole era. It's called licensing. It's not because Hulu. It's not Hulu's show. So no, it's not. You guys are making the wrong argument. Netflix originals, the best Netflix originals: Ozark and Mindhunter. Other than that, it gets kind of in a toss bag. I feel like those are the most serious shows and the best shows. But Ozark to me is number 1. I love the whole conflict this year with the cartel again.
Check it out.
It's been ongoing. The Ozarks, them living in the woods, is still ongoing. And the mother / she's his wife, but they're almost like not in a relationship. It's such a weird dynamic, and it's so amazing. And for the son, fuck you, Jonah. I want to kill that kid. He's so horrible. Oh my God, that's all I would say. The guy, he's fucking horrible.
You're saying too fucking much.
Listen, but
yeah, I'm gonna go in this and be like, yo, fuck Jonah.
Fuck
like,
Jonah.
Right.
I'm team fuck
bet.
Jonah. And he plays, the actor's not 14, but he plays a 14-year-old. And I'm like, hold up. First of all, he looks too old. It's whatever, right? I guess. But it's like, if this guy is 14.
With a old ass beard.
and then
For real?
No, he doesn't have a beard. No.
Oh, I'm like, oh shit.
He's tall, though. He's a skinny, tall white boy. But when it comes to him being 14, if I'm the mother, I would have been kicking his ass. Like, the shit he does is, you got to watch the show. You got to watch the show.
Remember, bro, gringuitos, you know.
Oh, my God.
Next time I'm on here, I would have watched at least a season.
Bro, my mom
I'll
would
promise you that.
fucking kill me for doing 1% of the shit he does to his fucking parents. I'm like, this motherfucker has a goddamn nerve to talk to his mom that way? What the fuck is going on here? But it's like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Watch it. Ozark, season 4, part 1, out right now on Netflix. No, they didn't pay me to say that. They should, though. Cardi B, speaking of getting paid, has gotten paid a total of over $4.2 million in a lawsuit against blogger / YouTuber Tasha K. Now, Tasha K is similar to what we do here on the podcast, but she does more segmented. It's not podcast. It'll be like a segment on some clickbait shit, a rumor she heard. She'll have people on. So years ago, she had a insider on Cardi B, and she alleged and literally broke it as if it was news that Cardi B was a prostitute. Cardi B was selling her
God.
pussy.
I
All types of shit.
remember this.
And you remember this? This was like a big
Yes.
news story that people
Wow.
to this day still kind of believe that. Like, yo, she used to sell her pussy though. Blah 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 on the low. Blah 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 blah.
Didn't it say she was giving out like herpes and shit?
Yeah,
That
she
as
has
well.
to- yeah.
Ah.
So this
How
was
about
the
that?
source of that. It was a woman that was alleging that Tasha K interviewed on her show, and it was like 6 million views on her YouTube. It was a big clip, right? So there was a lawsuit against Tasha K because of this news story, right?
Yikes.
And rightfully so, because especially if it's not true, people in the media have not the right, but they have the power to dilute your name. And it's like
Yeah,
you got to take the
defamation,
power
bro. That
away
shit's
from them
crazy.
when the information is not right. So
Yeah.
Cardi B did that legally and won so much money. God bless Tasha K. I don't know if she can or how she. I know she has like a lot of good moments. I'm pretty sure she probably has some sponsorship money. But damn, is she up that much that she can just pay that?
4 million is 4 million. Bro.
4 million is
That's
4 million.
That's a L.
You don't have to
Bro.
pay it right away. They probably like payments, like payment plans on some layaway
Still a
shit.
lot, though.
$10 a month or some shit. $10 a day. I don't know what type of
She
payment
might as
plan
well
you're gonna
sell
get for
her
$4 million
life.
lawsuit.
Cardi B might as well own her. That's the
Yeah,
case.
at that point, it's like
Yeah.
you're a slave for that like purpose. You're gonna work your ass off just to pay this lawsuit off, right? But she is now coming out saying like we're gonna counter sue. Like, what the fuck? Take the L.
If you
What the
you're not
fuck?
gonna win that if you said all of this shit about Cardi
And this
B.
happened a while ago too.
This happened a while
So it's
ago,
been, like,
so it's
a
been like it's
long-
been like a long ongoing case. So I'm thinking that she's probably
Bro, I
gonna
don't even remember.
gonna
this.
go and allude towards like playing like legally, like rumor is we whatever. But it's like you lost this already.
Yeah.
If you were gonna win, you were gonna win. To countersuit, I don't think you have high chances. This is Cardi B, multi-millionaire. You just made her richer, so her net worth is now up almost 5 more M's. So
Damn.
what the fuck is gonna happen? All she has to do is drop more music and collect another 20 M's like every month or some shit, like another Fashion Nova bag. Like she can afford to go on with this forever. Can you, Tasha K? You might not be able to. So I pray for you, you woman, you I don't know.
You gossiper.
Can we
Gossiper.
can we cut that one part and just the one clip? I just need that for me.
I pray for you, you woman. Yo, it's crazy though. But
All this could have been avoided if she had the thing Joe Rogan's about to have.
A disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
that's a good one. That's
Feel
true.
me?
That's true. That is true.
Right at the beginning, I'm about
You
to talk
feel
shit
me?
about this person.
That is
That's,
true.
yo,
I'm not
imagine being
saying
the
it's
person
true,
who breaks
but
that story and now you got to pay 4 million. It's not even true.
Crazy, bro.
Damn, Tasha.
All you needed was a disclaimer.
If she had a disclaimer, she would have been good money.
Oh, that shit.
Oh my
and
God.
a lot of disclaimers be like half a second. Like
Yeah.
Facts.
that should be like you got to pause it to read it, but it's like
Yeah.
we did it. So it's like you could have done that too, but
Right.
hey, and it would have protected her probably legally.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's probably an argument that the lawyers made. If you probably read the case, it's probably in there. I'm willing to put my
You might
money
have
on
to
that.
put it, listen, bro.
Might have to put a disclaimer now.
Yes.
Facts.
Starting today.
Disclaimer. Towards the end of the podcast, audio disclaimer right here. We're just chit chatting, bitch. I don't know. I don't know how we.
Yo, also
you have to
stop
write
being
it
mean.
better.
Stop being mean to Cardi B. All right, it's not nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
People
man.
just
As
not
fuck.
mean to Cardi
She's
B
not
is
Pusha
dope as
T.
fuck.
She's not a lyrical miracle, and that's it.
I like Cardi B, bro.
I
used
like
to-
her.
I used to be into Cardi B before she was an artist.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
funny as shit.
Huh?
Sexual side?
No, she came to Prov a couple times.
Oh yeah, she did a couple walkthroughs out here.
You know?
Nah, she definitely did.
Broad Street
Yeah.
walkthroughs.
Honestly, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I got hit because of like them bringing her out all the time. Her early videos, like
Bro.
she was meant to be a star.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
no, that's a
I
given.
never
her,
thought
her
it'd be
vibe
this,
was
though.
her vibe was always just cool.
That's a given. We need new music, but that's a given. We need new
Yeah.
music. Speaking of someone that we need new music from, but she's here in the coming days. Nicki Minaj is dropping on Friday.
Ooh, good segue.
That is right. The Barbie is back, bitches,
Oh damn, with that feature,
with Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Oh, damn.
And she released a snippet of the video today, the music video. It has like the actors from Power,
Yeah.
like in 50
Tommy.
Cent's promoting it. Maybe 50
Oh,
Cent filmed it or
wow.
directed it. I'm like,
Wow.
hold up. Okay.
damn,
Okay. It's got to be big.
this shit gonna be big.
This needs to be, though, I'm not going to lie. I think this needs to be a hit. Because
Yeah.
I love Nicki, but we want like her. Like people always say, like we need a new Nicki album. We need a new Nicki this. But that can only happen if you have like good music. If you have a proper fucking single, like you have it. She did the re-release of the mixtape, and I like that mixtape, classic mixtape.
Right.
And she
Classic.
dropped a song, which is arguably the best rap song of last year with Drake and Lil Wayne. They were rapping their asses off, right? Going crazy.
Not a big fan of it.
But they didn't do much more. They didn't do a music video. They didn't do nothing else for that song. They didn't really like squeeze the juice out the lemon. They could have squeezed the juice a bit more.
Yeah. She just had a baby though, right?
Yeah, she also did have the baby, and then she's going through the legal shit with her husband, Mr. Petty. He's going through Kenneth Petty.
Is that his real last name?
Real last name.
That's
Kenneth Petty. He's
fuck.
going through the actual, situations legally.
I think it got dropped though recently.
I think so,
or something
or
along
being dropped. I think Nicki's involvement got dropped. I think.
Oh, okay.
They were alleging that Nicki blackmailed or something, made a call, some shit. So that's being dropped, right? But music, at the end of the day, is what they know her for. That's where the Barbie started. So we need a good single. We haven't heard it yet as of today. Next week we will discuss, and on Friday I'm going to do the reaction. But I'm hoping that this is going to be a very, very strong record.
Lil Baby's on it.
Lil Baby is on it.
Lil Baby be floating.
Yeah.
Listen, and even with Lil Baby, like when it's on a song that's not too good for me, like for example, I didn't love the DJ Khaled song, but Lil Baby, like I feel like
Lil
I'm
Baby
appreciating that
does
song
his
like
shit,
a
bro.
year later. Like
Lil
Lil Baby
Baby
went
does his
crazy
shit,
on that
bro.
song.
Yes, he did.
Oh my god.
Yes, he did.
He went crazy.
That's the only song I have from that album.
Oh my god.
Honestly.
Yo, facts.
Keep going.
Keep going.
That's what fucking pissed me off.
DJ
I'm like, bro, I don't want to keep going.
They should release a version where they got that motherfucker off of it completely.
Oh man.
Khaled?
Yes. Bro, you know how much money he would make?
Oh my.
Get them out, mute that motherfucker.
Get him out the video
Take the
too.
M's out.
Take the CGI behind you away. Take all that out.
Yeah.
But I like this music video so far. It looks dope. It'll give me movie vibes, cinematic vibes.
Yeah.
50 Cent's a good director.
And it's called, let me get the name right here, Do We Have a Problem?
Shit.
Ooh.
We might have a problem.
Sound like they're about to talk some shit on that.
We might have a
yeah.
problem. The problem might be that you're taking over the game again, Nikki. That's what we want.
Yeah.
I would love
Barbs,
that for her.
let's get
yeah.
it. Let's get it, Barbs. Support us.
I'm
Let's get
for
this
it.
going.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time in like Nicki's career where she's not like the top artist, especially like the top female artist too,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
like, which is great by the way. Like I love that there's so much to choose from now. Like during her run, she was like the only one that.
Yeah.
But now there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of eyes on her because it's been such. Her last album was what, Queen? That's like 2018.
Yeah.
3 years
It's been a while, and
Yeah.
Queen wasn't that great.
Which fell under a lot of criticism. Queen.
Yeah, that's
Because people expected it to be like on some.
Yeah.
Pink
it
print.
wasn't. It wasn't like
Yeah.
horrendous.
I like some songs on it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
there's some joints.
But like
was
it wasn't.
It wasn't the pink print.
Like
Yeah.
like
Don't
other
kill us,
stuff.
Barbs. God damn. I already see it.
Nah,
Fuck,
I'm like
I had flashbacks.
Now I'm
Yeah.
low key a Barb. I fuck with Nicki Minaj. Honestly,
I
I love
love
Nicki
Nicki
Minaj.
Got some
Minaj.
stuff,
Listen,
yeah.
she
But
is
these
the
bars are
blueprint.
about to eat us alive.
Yeah, the bars.
Nah,
are going
listen,
crazy,
Barb,
bro. No,
listen.
the bars on YouTube is insane.
I know.
I'm scared right now.
I love the Barbs.
I'm fucking
I didn't
shitting my
like Queen,
pants.
but I love the Barbs and I love Nicki Minaj. And I'm actually very excited for this next album.
I saw him.
I think
I want this to be something.
she needs it. She needs a phenomenal album. I think. I mean, she doesn't need it. She's fucking Nicki Minaj. She's the biggest regardless. But I think it would be
To
great.
solidify her, I think
It's
this would
definitely
be
time
the
for her
one.
to come back.
Yes.
I hope that she also works with a few female artists. I feel like we've never really seen Nicki embrace other artists like on her own songs. Like she's tweeted that she likes artists and follows them and gives them
That's
validation.
true.
With no official collab.
But I would love to see. I love to see like a Flo Milli on this album. I'd love to see an Erica
Yeah.
Banks on this album. I mean, she did a record with Meg, but a Meg
Yeah.
record. I would love to see her and Cardi B do something.
Yeah.
Man.
And I know
I don't know if they're
remix.
still beefing.
I know
but-
remix shit. Official collab.
Yeah, we
I
know
know
that.
remix shit.
She's the
blah, blah,
OG
blah.
now. She paved the way for literally everybody. I love that we're seeing Lil Wayne embrace
Yeah.
all the new rappers that come out and
Right.
doing
Yeah.
records with them. And it's been his
Right,
like
right.
the past 10 years
Yeah.
has been pretty much I'm gonna do records with all the niggas that inspired. We need that from Nicki.
And I feel like when you do that, you win. Like if Nicki were to go and like do a song, let's literally say with everyone.
Yeah.
Little Kim, like let's go even older. Little Kim, Cardi B, like on some like woman empowerment record, like you win because
Yeah.
like you're taking the upper
100%.
hand. The pettiness bullshit online, the back and forth is taken away. There's no more competition, and you're setting the standard, and you're respected even amongst these women, let alone their fan bases, and no one can really hate on it. If you hate on it, it's like you're literally just a hater.
That would be dope because my bad. Bro.
No, you're good.
That would be dope because obviously, I'm sorry to say, the stereotypical shit is like, oh, women they fight with each other, whatever the fuck it is. That's everyone's argument and shit. That would be
Yeah.
dope for her to embrace every single fucking.
it would be
female
great.
artist.
She doesn't embrace every fucking female rapper out, but there's some phenomenal rappers
Yeah.
out there, and I would love to. And every time you see a female
I might
rapper
get canceled.
get
for saying
interviewed,
that. I just know.
every time you
Listen.
see a female rapper get interviewed, when you
Nicki-
talk inspiration,
Nicki-
she
Nicki's
comes up.
influence.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's always like the first 3 rappers that come up.
And they be looking like her, man. Like Shensia, recently had that song now with I think Meg Thee Stallion.
Yep.
In the music video, everything is like similar to Nicki. I think before that, she had another song last year where it was like a Barbie doll, and it was like people were like, "Oh, that's Nicki. Nicki's the blueprint."
You can't escape the inspiration. And
you can't say she's not technically an OG.
Obviously, Little Kim is like Little Kim
for sure.
Let's give Little Kim her flowers, but
she's the blueprint for real.
Yeah, exactly. But when it comes to like the new age and like blossoming and taking it to like a more of like a quirkier level and like being more youthful with it and everything, it's been Nicki.
Yeah.
Fully.
Because Nicki can do the singy and then rappy.
And she can rap her ass off.
Exactly.
And she can sing.
Yeah.
No, she's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
She's the female Drake. She's the equivalent.
Yeah.
We have not seen an artist come close yet.
Really? Not yet.
Like in her lane, like
who's the hottest right now? Like female artists. Meg had her moment, but I did not like that album. I did not like that Good News album at all. Right now,
I don't really know if there's someone really at the top right
like
now.
As far as like the number one goes, it's probably still Meg. I mean, she's still getting
Cardi
Cardi
B.
Cardi.
Cardi?
I would say Cardi and Meg, just as far
when Cardi drops, I think is obviously Cardi when she drops.
numbers wise, endorsement wise,
Popularity wise.
They didn't drop anything last year, right?
Who?
Or am I tripping? Cardi or Meg?
I think the year before was WAP.
WAP was last year, no?
No, was WAP
No,
last
that
year?
was like 2 years ago.
Man, well, COVID and quarantine.
I think that was
makes
before.
everything
That
one
was
long year.
before COVID.
It was before, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a couple
Yeah,
years,
COVID fucked up everything, bro.
Fucked up
COVID
the
just,
dates.
it just one whole mashup.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, Cardi also had another record last year, the Up record,
Oh, if it's up, then it's stuck.
and I think it's
If
Grammy,
up,
and I
then
think it's
up.
Grammy nominated.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, like Cardi does different numbers. So I would say the biggest would be her and Meg, but that's like,
Yeah.
but like Nicki hasn't really been around, so we could still argue Nicki.
I like
Yeah.
Mulatto or Lotto.
I like Lotto a lot.
Lotto. She hasn't had like a big record. She has some records, but not necessarily big. She'll probably have her moment, but she's always in the media. She's always
coming.
like popular, like the most talked about, kind of like with little shit controversy or like.
She got a good team and she can rap.
Yeah, she been going hard, but
Flo Millie's. I would throw Flo
Yeah,
Millie. in that
Flo
conversation.
Millie is amazing.
nasty.
Flo Millie, this is Flo Millie. Fuck,
Millie
let's forget
shit.
the drop. Flo Millie shit. What's that Flo Millie,
I like
bitch?
I like
Yeah.
Flo Millie a lot.
Flo Millie's hard,
I like
you know.
Erica Banks a lot.
Yeah, Erica Banks is hard. You know,
Yeah.
it's a matter of time for a lot of them, but obviously, we know the top dogs:
Yeah, nah.
Nicki, Cardi, Megan.
Yeah.
Megan. But if that Tory shit, let's not talk about it too much now. But if that steers a different side of,
You just have to bring controversy into
yeah,
this.
He said it on me.
Yeah,
I
man.
have nothing to say about Tory Lanez and the Megan
Okay.
Thee Stallion situation because I don't know
Listen,
what the fuck is going
Man,
on.
this man likes to poke the bear.
oh man. But to end the podcast, it's gonna be on a sadder note, unfortunately. But it's the fucking truth. The news. There's obviously always something sad, and right now the sad story happening right now. Rest in peace to Chelsea Christ. I want to say it's spelled Christ. Is with a K. You might say Christ. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it. But she was Miss USA in 2019.
Wow.
She was 30 years old, and she was a lawyer. She jumped from her luxury 6-story Orion building in New York City.
60.
60
Sixty.
story. Yes.
60.
Sorry. Yeah,
60.
you're right. 60.
Damn.
60. So
60.
yeah, more
Rest in-
perspective is
Rest in
actually
peace.
very, very. I'm not sure. Can you look it up real quick, Marlon? How tall is a story? Just to get like perspective. Like this is like.
Like feet.
Yeah, because I really I don't know what story. People say that, but I don't know what one story is. You know what I'm saying? At 7 a.m. in the morning, she was found dead in the street below.
Damn.
Former beauty queen's family said in a statement, "In devastation and great sorrow, we share the passing of our beloved Chelsea." This has been taken.
It's like 600 feet high.
Oh wow.
One story?
It says like 10
feet a story.
per story.
Wow.
Damn.
600 feet. Yeah. God bless, man. This is.
Sheesh.
So people, she was also on Extra. She spoke on Extra. She was like extra, the show. She was one of the like hosts or co-hosts as well, a spokesperson on there, from what I'm reading here, and obviously Miss USA 2019. So 3 years now removed from being the Miss USA. She was crowned. Here it says Miss North Carolina in 2002, and she left a note behind saying that she wanted everything to go to her mother. Basically
That's
leaving
it.
everything to her mother in that note. Almost like a
Goodbye, kind of. But
yeah. So that's the thing. They haven't. I don't think they've legally like claimed it to be a suicide, but obviously this is what it's all leading towards. And her post, she had an Instagram post where it was like appreciate your days or like something of that nature. But it was like almost not necessarily suicidal. It was a photo of herself. It was a beautiful post, and it was on the main page. It wasn't on the story. So it was like, if you see that, you're not gonna think like, she might be
That's
going
what's
through
gonna
it
happen,
necessarily, right? But you never
Mhm.
know what's happening behind
That's
the
what
scenes.
happens, man. It
Facts.
just goes to show you the biggest smile fucking hides.
Bro,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is why I
You
emphasize
gotta
it.
check on your people, man.
Yes.
Always.
You gotta
So
check on your
important.
people.
I emphasize it a lot.
That's how it is.
The idea of treating everyone with kindness
Got
that
to,
you
man.
encounter in life. You never know
Got
what
to.
someone's going through. You might be that fucking situation that pushes them over the edge. God forbid. We just spoke about it last week where Kevin Gates said a fan literally
Yeah.
helped him stop from killing himself. He was literally
Yeah.
about to go kill himself, and he was in a gym, and the fan walked up to him, coincidentally stating, "Yo, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. You've done the
You
opposite.
saved me,
You've
yeah.
saved me from killing myself." And he was like, "Oh my God, you know what's crazy? I literally was about to go kill myself right now,
Mhm.
Wow.
and you just saved my life."
Crazy.
So it's like that is one occurrence, right, of the opposite happening. And unfortunately, Chelsea didn't have this conversation. You know, it never happened. Like this moment never happened because, unfortunately, she took her life. You know, she jumped, and it's so weird though. Like, I don't know. It hasn't been ruled a suicide. She obviously left a note.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna come up with the conspiracies, like, you know, was there something deeper? We don't know shit. She's not.
Right.
She's famous, but she's not necessarily famous to the point where you can allude like, oh, she did date that guy back in whenever, and he was toxic. We don't know shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a private matter in a sense.
Yeah.
But it's sad because she was a lawyer. She's 30 years old, young, beautiful, successful. You would think like all the cards are in her favor,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's
Outside
how
looking
it
in.
is, bro.
And then she jumps 60
That-
stories down
that's
to her
what I'm
death.
saying. It's you know, honestly, I want to hear more from this. I really do.
Likewise.
Because like you said, the car, like she had everything pretty much. You would say, and maybe people are gonna come out and be like, "Oh yeah, I did have a conversation with her." Where she, like, you know, but if nobody really does come out, and she never had the conversation with anybody that she
suspicious.
was feeling like this and shit like that, not the suspicious, but it's like she was definitely for sure about this.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
I thought you were saying the opposite,
No,
where
no,
it's
no,
like
no,
maybe
no.
someone, like a murder
Nah,
mystery.
Nah, I don't think so. I would say it's definitely something for sure. She was for sure about it. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about shit like that, it's like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
you start seeing what, you know, you only know what you see. So it's like you said, fucking lawyer, 30-year-old, this Miss
Yeah,
USA,
facts.
all of this shit. You think, you know, she has everything. And, you know, a lot of people that we know, they, like, people will argue that you have everything. Juice WRLD will say it in his songs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's just, if you're not in that fucking mind state, you're just nah. And it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. You gotta check on your people, man. I'm that type of person, yo. Like, people would stop talking to me and shit like that. I'll hit you up. I'm a good ass person. I care about everyone, honestly. I might come off as a dickhead and shit like that, but honestly, I care about my people. And, you know, sometimes people take that shit for granted and shit. And you know, sooner or later, you're gonna regret it. But, like, you know, in the meantime, just be that fucking person to make the fucking difference. Honestly.
Facts.
Real talk.
Facts.
Just you asking them how their day is like, you know what I'm saying? It'll make a fucking difference.
It really does.
Honestly.
It does.
For real.
It does.
A
It's crazy.
lot of people have hard shells, man. Like they'll
Yeah.
through anything, put a smile on their face, go out that door, and like you think, you know,
Crazy, man.
they're the happiest person in the world, but
Crazy.
you know, the next thing you know, you see a story like this. Like the note wasn't saying she was sad, she wasn't anything. It was just everything I have, just give it to my mother.
Yeah. Like
And
clean cut drives.
no, like,
I'm
according
sorry.
to reports. Yeah.
I've been dealing with this.
Yeah.
Not explanation, no
No
nothing.
explanation.
That's just surreal.
That shit comes off as she was done.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got goosebumps, bro. Cause that's
Yo.
It's crazy,
thinking,
bro.
Just thinking like.
And the fact she was a lawyer too, to me, was like, whoa. Because legally, I'm pretty sure, obviously, objectively looking, she knew the ramifications behind everything. Who knows? Maybe, you know, obviously she just said, leave it all to my mother. You know, so it's like, that's all she cared about. I'm assuming she didn't have children, I think. It didn't say she was a mother
Yeah, I don't think
or anything, or married or anything of that nature. It's just wild.
Bro.
It's just wild. And I saw a lot of women take a shock to it. Like, whoa. Like, a lot of girls are posting it because it hits home.
It's crazy.
Because
Bro.
it's a model. It's Miss USA.
It's not no, she jumped off like a bridge type shit.
No.
Like, you know, like 60 stories, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, is there respectfully, is there even anything left of you after that?
You,
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Survive. You didn't want to survive. Like
You didn't want to survive, bro.
That's insane.
That's the thing.
7 a.m.
That's the thing
She
that
woke up like
fucks
that.
me
She
up,
woke
bro.
up. She
Morning,
woke up
man.
that morning with that.
That's the
decision.
thing that fucks me up.
Yeah.
And it's like you would have been like, maybe she like slipped off. She left a note.
Yeah.
So it's
It
like,
was definitely planned.
you know, that
I mean,
night,
from what-
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
she-
What it seemed
From
like.
the evidence that we have
From
thus far.
it's
Let me not
crazy,
say
bro. It's
definitely, but-
crazy.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's crazy.
There we go.
But yeah, man. Everyone out there, we're praying for you. If you feel alone, like I say all the time, you're not alone.
Yeah,
Feel free to reach out.
always.
When I
sure,
said that last
reach
time, well, people have always reached out, right? And I never take it for granted. Like if they need any help or anything through DMs,
Yeah.
especially the
Yeah,
random
no,
strangers.
DMs are always open.
Yeah, but last time I
That's-
said it and they did it again, and this time again. Like I say always, you know, we'll respond on our own times, on our own leisure, but we will respond, and you're not alone. Because it's tough, man. It's unexplainable. You can try to explain it in a philosophical way. You can try to explain it in a religious way. You can try to
Mhm.
explain it on some like fucking ignorant growing up shit, like cut that baby shit out. But it's like, yo, there's no real deal explanation. But what is true and what is fact is that we gotta take care of each other while we all here
100%.
on Earth. You know, one another, show love to each other, and
Yes.
yeah. Sorry to end it on a sad tone, but hey, it's real life.
It has to be said, man.
Real conversations.
It,
Absolutely.
it
Real
has to be
conversation.
said. Real talk.
Yeah.
People be fucking forgetting and shit.
Yeah, man.
But fuck that, man. You know, if that person that you want to care for you isn't caring for you, someone else will. I'm telling you that right now. You feel me?
Facts.
Don't
Facts.
hesitate. Honestly,
Facts.
for real.
But we appreciate everyone out there. Another episode of Cap. Another week 16. Appreciate you joining us this week, Coogi.
Of course, man. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for
appreciate
having me.
bro.
Yeah. You know, we're going to have him back on soon, guys. Comment down below. Make sure to subscribe. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/CAmbition. Much more content coming soon. And this has been Cap. Yes.
Yes, sir.
That was fun.
They gon' love me for my ambition.